28 to 20 cables and 2 cables per second.
See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
Where'd you get the beauty scotch, tough guy? Eating pussy?
How am I going to get a scar like that eating pussy?
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in. You guys got fat while everybody starved on the street. It's my turn.
Think you're gonna live long enough to spend that money, you fucking hump?
If any of you tired of getting ripped off by guys like that, you come with me. I'm at the Plaza Hotel. You're welcome. You're all welcome. Enjoy.
Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
Every genius business idea, there's got to be a first. Like the guy who first thought of delivering pizza to people's houses. Or the guy who invented crack.
Please order a large farva.
I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola.
It's the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies. Welcome to the show.
And I sure it was my birthday today, Fezzy. I'd be sitting up next to all my balloons and my little stuffed animal with the hat on, and I'd just be brushing my hair, and it would be my big, fantastic birthday. Or I'd be more like Alki and refuse to be seen. I'm not sure which direction I would go on if today was my birthday.
I think I'd go with the big balloons and my hair up.
Yeah, well, not my hair up, I'd be brushing my hair. But yeah, if I was 5, I would be surrounded by balloons and stuffed animals. And then after the age of 5, I would just be clinically depressed because it was my birthday. There's Black Girl Douglas continuing into Motown Week. Any feedback you're getting on Motown Week, girl?
Some, not a lot, but
none. You're literally getting none. Why would you lie and say some?
Some, not a lot, but some.
Tell me one. Absolutely nothing. Don't make me pull teeth today, Earl. I need you to jump in.
Okay, I got none. I got no feedback, not for the listeners, not at all.
Thank you. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm going to give out the Speed Bump of the Day award. I think that's going to be my new thing of who's attempting to slow the show down. Earl, I could see you holding the belt for quite some time.
Earl, that's not a title you want.
It's not a title I want.
It's a title. Why not take it? Why not take it? It's a title. It's something for you to walk to the ring with. I would not be. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
It's like being a dude and holding the ladies' championship. That's not.
Oh,
you
fucking Fez Watley shot.
You little ass. What the hell was that supposed to mean?
Fez was the ladies' champion of Florida.
I retired that effing title, Earl.
Oh my God! I swear to God that was not a shot at you.
Don't even.
Well, why else bring it up? Name another man who's ever held the ladies' title.
I swear to God that was not a shot at you.
You totally knew, you little ass face.
No, I swear to God.
You totally knew that.
I would
you know what this always comes back to, too? When the ball busting goes on, make sure you aim it towards the fag. That's the oldest trick in the book, Fezzy. Anyone who's ever went to third lunch remembers, the shit's flying. Let's aim on towards the fag. Make sure you get everything over that way. Good defense, Earl.
Let me just tell you this, Earl Douglas. I took Molly McShane to the limit to win that title. To the limit.
Everybody to the limit. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866 Ron-0-FEZ. Earl, I'm already running some morning odds. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a breakfast sandwich. Gigantic mistake. It's like I ate razor blades. Let me go over here right off the bat to Kevin. Thanks, Pitsy. Kevin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you doing?
Yeah.
Good. I just called him and say, Earl is such an asshole. He gets on the radio and starts talking about all these calls he's getting. Oh, yeah, I got some feedback. And then I turn around and say, no, I got nothing. Sorry.
I don't know why he lies the way he does. That's just our Earl Douglas. Earl, what's your middle name?
Ray.
Earl Ray?
Yes.
We could be calling you Ray all this time and we're not. You're fucking James Earl Ray. Does that even dawn on you?
No, I'm not
Earl Ray.
Well, it was a
Did that even come up to you in your life?
Of course it has. I mean, it's come up more than once. But
why aren't we calling you James Earl Ray? Why would you let us make a mistake like this?
No, I mean, that was named after my father, and it was around a lot longer than James Earl Ray.
How old are you?
Well, I'm named after my daddy.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, how's it going?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Motown Week is very nice, James Earl Ray.
Everybody loves James Earl Ray. Seriously, if you look, and that would actually be a great radio name. You're listening to All Motown with James Earl Ray. The Hitman is in here at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
I'm not going to be named after the guy who killed the King of Love.
The King of Love?
Where did that come from?
I've heard every nickname out there, and no one ever's called Martin Luther King the King of Love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him up to the stage. He's the King of Love, Martin Luther King Jr.
You act like he's Barry White.
I would have loved to said this, Martin Luther King Jr. This is Sammy Davis Jr. Although they were on different sides of the street, huh?
Yes.
Sammy Davis was rocking the Uncle Tom vote.
Yeah, he was rocking.
Making out with Nixon.
Yeah, and he also had that little thing with, My Brit, which didn't go over well with the brothers either.
What was this?
When he was married to My Brit, she was a Swede.
Oh, so that the brothers were mad that he married. I'll let you know something, Earl. Not nearly as mad as the white people were. If you need to know the truth.
Well, finally, something that would have brought the races together.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, everyone. Hey, I sent James Earl Ray a beautiful Tom Waits song, Road to Peace, and he refuses to play it.
Why do you refuse to play it? You know, as a matter of fact, this was on one of the websites. Let me try to find it here. Oh, Mighty Horse on Spread the Iris. All right, now Mighty Horse, I wonder if he had that name before we started to do...
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Which, by the way, could be a great birthday song.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
It basically makes you want to do that little kid march.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
But it basically says this. Why can't we pick the opening song? And I thought to myself, it's really not a bad idea. So, David, here's what I want you to do. At some point this week, I want you to get a new mailing address that's just like, RNF opening song at XM, something like that. Try to put that together. And, Earl, maybe we take some of the pressure off you.
But I like picking the opening song.
You're very bad at it. The only time anyone's ever liked the opening song lately is Pepper Hicks. Come on in here, Pepper. You did the opening today. Nice picks. Little King of New York stuff in there. Very strong.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It took me a couple days to make it.
Really? 2 days? All right, that's nothing to brag about. It takes me longer than most to put this together.
Like he was putting together a Buick.
What is this shirt of yours today?
It's a hoodie, Echo.
And what's it mean? Oh, it's the Echo.
Yeah,
that's their thing?
Echo, yeah.
Mark Echo?
Yeah.
He was in here one day, by the way, Mark Echo.
Oh, I didn't hear that show.
Yeah, well, you don't hear a lot when you're high. That's one of the problems you have. This kid goes through life so fucking high, and you don't even try to hide it. And you see that growth that you're doing right now? Now I want you to look out in the green room with Big A. There's your fucking future.
Oh, don't say that.
There's another guy who partied through life. Hey, Skillet, you're Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I love the Mighty Horse song. It makes me forget about tell him about the discount, Harry.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
That's today's birthday song. It's Happy Typing birthday and also Irish Alky. Nobody look at me birthday. A little later on in the show, though, we will have Alky playing what he calls his birthday wishes to the world. I have no idea what this is.
I'm sure it'll be good.
I would love to hear it, but apparently he's releasing it as a tape now for people. You said you had another tape you wanted to play, Fez?
Yeah, of course, we talked to Jay Mohr over the past couple days where I gave him my cell phone number and he's been wanting me to call him.
By the way, a good friend of ours, KOP, wrote to me, said he thinks it's so funny that you treat Elfish better than Jay Mohr.
Well, that's a bad way to look at it.
But you really do. You fucking take Elfish's calls, you call him back, but you don't call back Jay Mohr. By the way, I wish Jay would talk to Opie.
Yeah, I wish too. I got another message, not this time from Jay Mohr. He sent someone else to try to get me to call him.
Hi, Mr. Watley. This is Nikki Cox, also known as Mrs. Mohr. My husband has been trying to reach you, and I'm sure you think he's going to be like a weirdo or be funny or pestering or something like that, but I promise you he's not. He's kind and gentle and very, very smart and helpful. So call him back, and he will be nothing but kind and dear, I swear. Otherwise, marry this guy. Call him back. And by the way, I think you're the berries. And half of the stuff that you say that you're going through, I completely get and relate to. So call my husband back, if you're so inclined. I hope you're well. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.
Wow, Nikki Cox.
Yeah.
How many times do you think Jay's mom had to make that call to him, too? I know you think you don't want to play with Jay anymore since he throws trucks, but he's been going through a lot, and he's really a nice boy, and I'd like to set up another play date with him.
I have the feeling his mom and Nikki both go through this on more than one occasion, every single day. Please go ahead and talk to Jay. He's not going to be a nut. I like the fact that he wasn't going to be pestering.
I like that she relates to you, I guess because you're both attracted to Jay Mohr. So there it is. Wow. That's unbelievable. Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Fez, what's wrong with you? If I had Nikki Cox on my answering machine, I'd be jacking for a week.
Yeah. You know what's really weird? I had a fucking dream last night. The Fez Watley told me that he was with a chick. That he goes like this, it's happened. And I got up this morning going, what a crazy fucking dream. And then I remembered that I went to sleep last night watching School Days. I remember there's that thing with Spike Lee wakes up his cousin. I'm not a virgin anymore, man. Not a virgin anymore.
That's not such a crazy dream to have, Ron Bennington.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a crazy dream to have 25 years ago.
Oh.
But 0 for 25, I gave hope. I remember the year I gave up hope, too, 87. 87, I just said, fuck it. It's really not worth it anymore. All right, here is Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think it's funny that Nikki Cox says she relates to half of what Fez is going through, not all of it.
I think she relates to, having a domineering asshole partner. I think that's the thing that she relates to. Jesus, that guy won't shut the fuck up. Yes, that she relates to. All the other wacky stuff. Here's what kills me about you, Fez. Everybody's hot chicks are into you. Everybody's hot chicks are acting like, oh, I love Fez.
Yeah, she's very, very sweet. Yeah, and very, very nice. And I did eventually call them back. So I talked to both Jay and Nikki, and she could not have been nicer.
Did you get back to Wiki? I saw he sent you an email.
No, I did not get back to Wiki. No, I didn't do that. After the way he made me feel the other night talking to him.
This is what you don't understand about your career.
What?
You called Jay Mohr back, and not Wiki back, who basically is a boss of yours, and you need to work it out.
I suppose I do, but, when he rings, when I talk to him that late at night, when I'm ready for bed, I'm in my pajamas, and then he's ringing my phone. I don't understand it.
But, again, you're talking with Nikki and Jay. Earl, I don't understand him.
I don't understand it either. I mean, I just think that...
did you get a copy of the email that he was trying to reach?
No, I did not.
This actually came up, Wiki said, I was surprised to hear our private conversation on the air. That one made me feel like he wants to make up, but you've let him down, Fez.
I let him down?
Yes.
This ass calls me.
Why would you call your boss an ass?
Because
how's that helping things?
He hurt my feelings bringing up these sick days.
You don't think I hurt Dave's feelings, Earl's feelings? Peppers, I made fun of him saying he's like a young Big A. Oh. Yeah, feelings get hurt in the world. Why don't you call Nikki and have her call Wiki? And I know that sometimes Fez gets upset, but he's not a retard maniac. I want you to schedule a play date with him. Brian, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. First of all, I'd like to give a happy birthday out to my daughter, Happy Typing Girl. Secondly, Fezzy, why don't you think about doing a threesome with Nikki and Jay? And, then you'd have a shot at going either way. He's cute and she's a fucking knockout.
Here's the thing. It would be those two having sex and Fez watching TV. It would be perfect for them if they wanted to ease into the menage a trois. If they wanted to get to the point where they're like, we'd like to have another partner, but one who ignores us.
Well, a menage never came up in our conversation, and I don't know if I'm at the point for either Nikki or Jay to see this peepster.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think it's funny that Jay and Nikki want to have something to do with Fez after he claimed their marriage would only last a year.
Well, I love the way the listeners remember everything, yeah.
I never recall saying that.
You did. You did. Early on, remember, because they had like a surprise elopement thing, and you read it off as a news item, and you said this won't last. And now they're your L.A. friends.
Things change, I guess.
Don't act like I don't have L.A. friends, Fezzy. Vinny Montello, anytime I want, I'll get a hold of Vinny Montello. Larry, you're on Ron and Fez. And that's a real L.A. name, isn't it? Vinny Montello. I'm the writer, Vinny Montello. How are you? Larry.
Hey, Fez, does Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister, know you getting endearing messages from Nikki Cox?
Very interesting, Fez.
Yeah, she does. I keep no secrets from my girlfriend, Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
Well, you keep one secret.
None.
That's for sure. That isn't a secret. A secret that we all know.
So don't try to start crapola where there's none.
What's with, you're not even easing into the new thing, huh? Just fucking head over heels with it?
Just try, yeah.
What was Jay's advice for you?
Jay's advice was just, kind of to be reassuring to me. Not to just write off medication. And he wanted me to put together a list of things that I like about myself. Things that are good about me.
Tell me you're fucking kidding.
No, I'm not.
I'll make out that list all the time. Fez Whatley's things that he likes about himself.
Because we were talking about, that
I got number one for you.
What's that?
You shit yourself all the time.
That's not a good thing. Do not take that off the list.
Wait a minute. This was things I like about Fez. He shits himself all the time.
It's supposed to be things that I think are good about me. So we were talking about therapy and the fact that I have another appointment next Tuesday. And I said, I'm just putting together a list of everything I want to go over with the therapist so I'm prepared when I go in there.
Shits himself.
Well, that can't be on the list twice.
All right, I'm just going to put those little dashes. What are those things called? When you put them underneath, does mean same thing?
Underscore.
Is that what that's called?
A dash underneath?
No, like when you do this thing.
Oh, that thing. I don't know what that is.
You know what I'm talking about? Like it means kind of etc. You're just saying it over and over.
Right.
They're ellipses.
What is it?
Ellipses?
All right. We'll call it ellipsis. I don't know. I'm not a fucking college boy like you are. I don't spend my time up there on the Upper East Side at Hunter. I don't know.
I'm not there that much.
What is your Well, you leave here, so you better be going there.
The first time I went there in weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You got to show up at school, kid.
That's why I went yesterday.
What are your parents paying?
No, I'm paying it myself with loans and financial aid.
And then not going.
No, I'm getting.
That would be like me going out to supper. Here's my credit card. I'm not going to eat this stuff. I'm going to fucking sit here and mark out the fact that I'm paying for this.
No, I'm getting my work done. I'm just not going too often.
You know what's how old are you?
23.
The great thing about being a kid is you can't even imagine the future. You're like, fuck it. Maybe I'll be dead. The good news is I'll be dead. I remember when every fucking zero date, I was fucking shocked I was alive. I go, this was not in the plans. 20? I never thought I'd live to be this old.
He's not even thinking about those school loans. Like, eventually that's money you have to pay back that someone will want from you.
Wayne, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, they're called ditto marks, right, brother?
Is that dittos? Are these dittos?
Ditto marks.
I'm not going to run at you, Earl. I want somebody to help me with this.
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure out what you write, like dot, dot, dot? Or like
no, not dot. Underneath something to mean the same fucking thing.
I thought it was...
They're called ditto marks.
I'm going to give it to you for Earl not even fucking caring.
Right.
I'll send you the big-ass prize closet. All right, so what happened here, Fez?
So when I told him I was making a list of everything I wanted to go over with the therapist, he goes, do me a favor, make a second list of things that you really like about yourself.
Now, you know what bothers me about this?
What?
When Helen wanted you to do this with her, you blew her off and acted like she's nosy. I'm sorry. Helen D's never been in a fucking movie. Helen D's never hosted the Regis show. So she doesn't get your friendship.
Well, I haven't done it yet either on Jay's advice. And then he said this to me. He goes, let's just go ahead and know now for the sake of, of everything, that the negative list is going to be a lot longer than the positive list. And I thought, well, that's odd. But okay, I'm with you on that.
Why would that be odd? That's fucking normal.
Yeah. And I was trying to explain to him that it wasn't a negative list. It was just things I wanted to work on. I wasn't writing down everything I hate about myself.
Why don't we go over the things that you hate about yourself? All right, your breath.
I don't hate my breath.
Oh. I keep thinking there's things I hate about you.
I have bad breath?
Shit breath. Sounds like you've had sometimes it smells like your mouth's been on a guy's ass pipe.
All right, that's worse than bad breath, to have shit breath.
Is it?
Yes.
Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Fezzy, I just want to ask you, is the fact that you get mistaken as homeless people going to make the list?
Is that a positive or negative for you?
That would be a negative. That is definitely on the bad list.
All right. So that list is starting to kick a little ass. There's the breath, shitting yourself. You know, a lot of times I think maybe that might be the shit I smell, not your breath.
I do not shit myself, and I'm not going to go sit there.
All right, let me just do this. Earl, cough if you think maybe he does occasionally. Thank you. He didn't say anything, Fez.
I knew
the man
it
has a cough.
I knew what that cough meant.
Fred from Brooklyn wants to help you. How are you, Fred?
How you doing, boys?
Hey, buddy.
First, I want to take care of the important stuff. Happy birthday, Dev. Happy typing girl. Way to go. You made another year.
You're a big fan of hers, huh, Fred?
I sure am. I was buying a beers the other night. The motivation she encourages from all the fans is overwhelming, and I appreciate that.
Now, where were you buying her beers at?
Oh, at F.H. Riley's.
Yeah. All right.
Well, no. She was with another group. Every time I passed by, I just throw a beer her way. Nothing going on there, Ron.
No, I didn't accuse. Matter of fact, Fred, I don't think you can get her. All I know so far is that you picked up on Paul Lowe's chick.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not the gateway into the hot chick.
Well, I didn't move. I let her keep going past me, that's for sure.
All right.
I heard through the grapevine that Fez should keep his phone clear this evening. Richie Sambora and Heather Locklear will be calling.
Very funny, Fred.
Brad and Angelina on the line for you. They are like a little Hollywood couple you're friends with now, Fez.
Yeah, I just got nervous the way Jay ended the conversation, where he said, "What time do you go to bed at night?" And I told him, and he goes, "All right, I'll probably call you again tonight. I'll call you later on."
You know what? Those two are probably doing it and calling you. That's probably their new freak thing. You know how like some couples like to do it in front of a retard?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, you know how like me and my chick like to do it in front of retards?
Okay.
That's what I was thinking this could be. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Good morning, buddies. How we doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just wondering on Fez's heart on the stent. Is that a positive or negative in his eyes?
I would put stent down as positive, having heart attacks as negative.
Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. I just want to tell Fez one of the things I like about him, something I could never do. I don't know where he gets the courage to just walk into people's houses and fart in front of everybody.
I put that down as a positive, Fez.
That is not a positive, and this is not the list I'm taking to a therapist.
That your ass acts like an alarm clock when you're taking a nap. Not just for you, but for everybody in the room.
I have no recollection, but I've been told I farted myself awake at Ronnie's house.
How do you not remember? Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk.
Well, how do you not remember such a thing?
Because I don't remember that being the thing that woke me up.
Travis, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was just wondering if Fez was listening to Opie and Anthony earlier this week when Anthony was talking about seeing Dawn when she was about 12 and her little nubs.
No, I'd like him to call me and to tell me that story late at night.
I missed that story. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have Earl pull the fucking audio for me, though, for a little later on. Oh, he's a spinner of yarns. Teller of tales. We have that. This is the birthday greeting from Irish Alki. I have no idea what this is, but Alki, it is his birthday today, Fezzy. And he wanted to send out this greeting.
I have no problem with Riley Luck. I don't even know who the fucking cunt is, but for any of those fucking mods to fucking ban me over some bitch that has been around for 4 fucking months takes a lot of fucking balls. And for Mikey Boy to give me a fucking message that says, I'm too tired right now, I'll deal with you in the morning, fuck that shit. Fuck that. You deal with me now. I only fucking call in, I only fucking answer the show. I've only been friends with fucking Eastside Dave for 6 fucking years. For me to fucking be pushed aside and to still be banned in the morning is bullshit. Is absolute fucking horse shit. I don't fucking matter. Like, I don't fucking add anything. Some people that come out to those fucking Ron and Fez fucking parties come out and fucking want to say hi to me.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like he's enjoying his birthday, I guess.
That is That is a nice opportunity. By the way, bring Dave in here. Alki is appearing live on Pal Talk today for his birthday. He's doing a meet and greet at the Pal Talk room. Now, Dave, I never understand how to get to these places. How do you go there?
You go to paltalk.com, and then it's the Ron and Fez show room.
Yeah.
That's where you'll see Arelis and Alki. And then there's another room, the Ron and Fez big-ass room.
All right, where is Alki appearing today for his birthday?
Ron and Fez showroom.
Today, Alki's all in his little birthday suit. Fezzy, it's so cute. It's like it's like this suit that John was wearing when his dad was murdered in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, he's all dressed up for his birthday. Way to go, Alki.
So, yeah, he's all dialed up. He's got his hair slicked back, and he wants everybody to stop by and say hi to Alki. Particularly Riley Luck.
Go over there.
Yeah.
He's going to be drinking. He's going to have some whiskey and cigarettes.
Is that the best thing for him?
I don't think so, but he's got to keep full steam ahead.
And your girlfriend is on there today, right?
Oh, she is. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she's back from NC.
Oh, yeah. She got to North Carolina safe and sound. It was great. Talked her through it, too. We played match game on the phone while she drove those last few hours.
And then I guess Alki's twin sister, Happy Typing Girl, is there as well. So, you know, off we go. Doom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I have something for the list of bad things about Fez.
Yeah.
He takes too many sick days.
Oh, well, yeah, we've heard that before.
Who's making this list, you or Wiki?
I'm going to tell you something right now. I read that list, Fez. I would not be so cavalier. I would not be so cavalier as you are blowing off what the man had to say. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. After all the times me, you, and Wiki went out to dinner, I felt kind of bad reading that.
I felt bad when I had the conversation on Tuesday. Or Monday.
But you think it's 100% his fault?
Yes, he's the one who brought that up, yep.
You don't see it, any of you?
Not in that particular instance, no.
What about the fact you took his private conversation and put it on the air? That's seen as something that's good?
To me, I never realized that was a private conversation. I mean, I know I was having it at my home, but no one ever said, hey, keep this to yourself.
Dave, if me and you had a conversation, would you be comfortable bringing it out on the air?
I probably wouldn't, but Fez thinks outside the box.
Well, he won't go inside the box. That's his fucking... And my thing, that's his problem.
Right.
Let me go over here to Gary. Gary, you're on Fez.
Buddies, how we doing?
Good, man.
We got a good thing for Fez's list, his ability to take 7 cocks in the ass.
All right. That's
soundboard, Fez. It has nothing to do with me. That's edited tape.
Radio Shark wants to add something.
Fez is a big tipper. You could put that on the good list.
Hey, Shark, how are you today?
And he's king of Three's Company trivia.
The Who. Sometimes just The Who.
Yeah.
The Who. Why did you say The Who twice in that?
I didn't say it twice.
The Who.
Dubbed it in.
The Who.
The word The Who. And the Roadrunner.
Your graffiti.
And Repent 13.
The backwards swastika.
Graffiti artist and consultant to designer Mark Echo. He was arrested for spray painting subway cars in Brooklyn.
You know, I'm a fan of the graffiti because I was an old school graffiti artist myself. My specialty was the peace sign, just the word The Who, the backwards swastika. I'd draw the Roadrunner, just the word The Who, Repent 13, the word The Who. Yeah, those type of things.
It's a guerrilla movement, that's the way it goes, and it's the art of getting up, getting known, and then you take that vehicle and go other places once they know you.
The higher you can tag something, the more respect you're going to get. The more outlandish you tag, the more respect you're going to get in the community.
I know a person, everywhere they go, they tag Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Everybody else can live by the rules, except for the graffiti artist. But when you see the Mighty Horse rocks, you don't spell rocks, R-O-X.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
What about my tag, Monkey House? Only I pronounce it like this, Monkey House.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Monkey House. Because that's the name I tag with. Monkey House of D-Sippers.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. All right, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a plane and tag the sky.
Shot a boo gray.
Shot a boo gray. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Well, Jay Mohr has Fez Whatley making up positives and negatives of your life. That's what you're down to now.
Yes, that was the exercise Jay Mohr gave me as I head into therapy next week.
Yeah. Boy, don't put your positives next to his. TV shows, movies, Nikki. Wow. No wonder he wants to hang around with you. Tunes, you're on Fez.
Monkey House and Fez?
Yeah.
I think a positive would be that when Fez cries, everybody gets presents.
That is true. It's kind of like when an angel cries, it fucking rains.
That should probably be on both lists. The people getting prizes, that's more positive. The crying, not so much.
Joe, you're on Fez.
Monkey House!
Hey, dude.
Hey, what about when Fez boycotts a restaurant when they hang up on him? That's a negative right there.
Is that a negative or a positive? I guess the positive is you stick up for yourself. The negative is it only lasts about 4 days.
Yeah, I don't have any staying power. Put that on a negative thing.
Damon, you're on Fez.
Yo, buddies.
Yeah.
Something Fez can't add to his good list is that he's good at delivering the news.
When did you deliver the news?
I delivered the news today, oh boy? I don't know. I don't think I had.
Oh, I'm just talking in fucking general.
What do you mean deliver the news? Like he's a newspaper boy?
No, like when he's on, like when he's talking about topics and shit, like,
okay.
You know what I mean?
I didn't understand deliver the news.
What is this, paper late?
No, I do. I like the way he delivers the news.
And now the news.
Bill, you're on Fez.
29,875, my brothers.
I'm going to ring this.
Hoo-ah!
And that's a shout out to the babe.
First, I want to say happy birthday to Happy Typing Girl. And one of Fezzy's positives is chicken livers. I heard he loves chicken livers.
Fez, you used to eat chicken livers?
Yeah, my dad used to give me chicken livers. Chicken livers, a total negative. Ugh, can't stand them.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Good thing for Fez's good list. You're way past the point of having to deal with that pressure of being at your peak. You're way past being the best person that you could be, and you never have to deal with that pressure again. So that's a good thing.
94. Rocky, you're on Fez.
Hello.
Yeah, Rock.
What's up? I wanted to know if this is a negative or positive, if being a huge fan of Nick Swartzen's and then making him feel really uncomfortable.
Again, that's another one that could really go straight down the middle.
What are we going to do about that, too, when we got that message that Nick Swartzen was uncomfortable with his time on the show?
We're reaching out to the Swartzen camp to just try to smooth things over. But, I mean, I didn't see anything really bad that happened with that. I mean, he asked a question, and it was just it just kind of hit this point of uncomfortability for a minute, but it didn't last the entire interview.
A minute. Can you imagine being uncomfortable for a minute? That's a long time, Earl. You don't even act like it was a second. You act like there was a minute full of flop sweat. Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
30.99, boys.
Yeah, brother.
Hoo-ah! Fezzy's good thing, he always locks his front door before he goes to work.
Did you today, Fez? Because I'm a little nervous that you didn't.
I believe I did. I think I checked it. Well, now I'm totally not sure at all.
Danny, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Monkey House.
Monkey House.
Something good for Fez's list is all his characters. Camel Toe Curtis.
Camel Toe Curtis, probably one of your more famous characters, Fez.
All right, now that's a big fat negative because I never played a character named Camel Toe Curtis. That just happened to come up at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary party when Ronnie gave one of the speakers there bad information.
Jim, you're on Fez.
I got a positive for Fez. How about the Bucks? They have Jeff Garcia as their new quarterback.
That I love. I've been trying to get Garcia for years.
You do a Jeff Garcia impression.
Yeah. Does anyone here have gum? Does anyone on the sideline have gum?
No, that's not it.
It's not?
There it is. That's the one.
That's me.
Yeah, Jeff Garcia.
That's not Jeff Garcia, Ronnie.
This is unbelievable. It's like talking with Jeff Garcia.
I'm not doing Jeff Garcia.
Oh. Patrick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, Bunny?
Yeah, what can we do for you?
I was going to say that if the therapist needed some hot dogs, right, Fez can just reach the back of his neck.
All right, that I don't like. That's mean. Patrick, you're on Ron and Fez.
31-31, buddy.
What can we do for you?
Fez's bad thing is bringing in the worst football handicapper in the world when he's got Mr. Perfect sitting right next to him.
That is true. Fez has been on a 2-year losing streak and then brought in your losing idol, and all of a sudden Earl turns around and he's Mr. Perfect last year.
I didn't know what I had right next to me. It was right in front of my eyes, and I had no idea it was there. The beautiful James Earl Ray Douglas.
It is the Ron and Fez show, hanging out with you on, what's today, Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Man, yesterday was great because we didn't have to do the Free FM show.
Yeah.
I felt like a human being.
Oh, slice of heaven.
Yeah.
I got laundry done and stuff.
Went out to lunch with Olive yesterday, trying to push for, let's just say, I'm going to give an inside thing, but trying to push really hard to get the certain show on after us at Free FM that XM has dropped the ball with. I'll just give initials, H.O., and leave it at that. But he had very nice things to say, believe it or not, about you, Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
Chris Oliveira.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a bigwig.
I guess I remember when, he used to fucking get water for the sports guys, but things have turned around.
Everything is
somehow
upside down.
Earl trained him. He goes past Earl like a shot. And Earl, he's bringing up, this station in, Boise, and this station in Vegas, an Orlando thing. And I'm like, Earl is so far in the distance now. Does that bug you, Earl?
Oh, it bugs me a lot.
And then he doesn't bring up your name to us. He only brings up Dave.
Now I'm just absolutely I'm furious because I'm like, I always ask myself, like, where did I miss that bus?
That was the work bus, Earl. You missed that. That was the bus on the way to work.
Earl gets on the antisocial, can't make eye contact bus.
Absolutely. And you and Fezzi share the same fucking things. You're friends with who it doesn't matter, but for your career, you're never friends with the people that matter.
I mean, it doesn't. It's like I'm not friends with him. I'm friends with Olive. I mean, we're not palling around like we used to.
It ain't you and Olive, you idiot. It's the guy that Olive was fucking working when you were sitting around, going, Ben and I are going out to lunch. He's going out to lunch with fucking ties. The same way you never talk with you faint it in front of Elo. You can't seem to get anything going with Elo or anybody of that fucking stature.
I got sick in front of Elo. That's a big difference.
But have you called him since then? It's been like 7 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I've called him and I left messages. He's never returned a call.
That's nothing to brag about.
No, I'm not.
That means that you're fucking out.
I'm just stating a fact. I mean, I've reached out to him and he hasn't reached back. That's all.
Then why should you be our producer? If you're the kind of guy who can't get somebody on the phone, why would you want to tell me and Fezzi that? I'm the kind of guy who can't make things happen. I'm the kind of guy that they don't call back.
I make things happen.
What if my agent said to me, I call these places and they won't call me back? Would I keep him or think he's not the guy?
You would probably find another agent.
Yet this is your way of bragging to me.
I'm not bragging
I call people, they act like I'm stupid. Hey, guys, buddy, how are you?
Hey, buddy. I would say a negative for Fez would be having his pants pulled down and his ass hosed down in front of all the neighbors and children to see.
Negative or a positive, Fez?
Oh, that was totally negative. It was so humiliating getting sand washed out of my fat crack.
Humiliating or relaxing? Taking a hose in the asshole.
Humiliating. Everyone was looking and laughing at me.
Then why were you bent over? Why were you smiling? Why were you jacking?
I was not jacking. I was too young to jack at that age.
I will tell you the truth. Your dad tells the story differently. Dad backed that story up that it happened?
I doubt if he would remember it happened.
Isn't it funny how the abusers never remember? Well, if she says I fucked her, I guess I did. I don't know. Seems crazy I'd fuck a baby, though. Just not my way. Mongo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Shadabugre.
Shadabugre, buddy.
Is Eastside Dave being on Team Wally positive or negative?
That I would say is a positive. Eastside Dave.
Yeah. Wow, look who came around with Eastside Dave.
Eastside Dave getting the compliments at the lunch meeting yesterday. Yeah, that's got to be a positive, right?
Wow.
Absolutely. 2007 is the year of me and Fez.
You've never been the ladies' champion before.
I'm excited about it.
That's something we mock. Right, Earl?
I am still pissed about that.
I'm. You know what? And after you just gave me, I'm pissed at it, too. I'm
Finally
pissed at
now?
for you. Yeah, now that, Fez had to give me a compliment first, but now I'm really pissed off, Earl. How dare you disrespect him like that? Dare you?
Were you, you haven't talked to your girl yet? You guys still together?
Yeah, we're still together, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess who's having a giant cup of birthday coffee? And something, probably pretzels. I can't tell.
I need to get her something from a store. Is there a place called Big Dishes?
You know what? I would say this. Get her a hamper, the way she leaves that wet towel laying around on the bedspread. Here's Charlie. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, what was that deadline on Earl getting, one of the Stones into the studio?
Oh, yeah, when are you going to get Ronnie Wood in the studio, Earl?
I have until the first day of summer, and I made a phone call yesterday, and I made significant progress on that.
Oh.
Significant progress.
When's the first day of summer?
It's in June.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was the first day of spring. Did everybody make the egg stand up?
No.
On exactly at the right time when the equinox is changing there, you can put an egg down on a counter, and it'll fucking stand up. But only in this one small window.
Wow.
That is so cool.
You've seen me do it before.
I know, but I always forget the egg thing. I always forget that it's the day to do it.
And then you can keep it like that for like weeks, however long, before you finally knock it over. It will stay like that. You can't do it any other time of the year.
It's amazing. I never even heard of it.
There's a lot of shit you haven't heard
Like
of.
Mr. Wizard.
All right, here's some updates. It's wheat thins and a green sweater.
Oh.
Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I've got a positive for Fez. He has a beautiful girlfriend, Dartumia, Anthony's sister.
Yeah, I've been hearing great stories about her when she was 12 walking around in her underwear.
Let's not think about her when she was 12, people.
I think about every woman when they were 12. And I don't think it makes you a pedophile because you're with an adult.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just fun to think of them as smaller versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Dare I say, though, fresher
If
versions.
you fuck an adult in a playpen and make her use a pacifier, what the hell is that? You're still with an adult. That's my fucking motto.
Some people fantasize of the French maid outfits.
Right.
Why is it wrong to fantasize that they're in fucking nursery school?
I think you're a little too blunt with it. I think you want to leave it fringy.
Oh, okay.
I think you want to leave it just on the outskirts fringy.
Okay.
Here's TJ. You're on Ron and Fez.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Earl's just mad because his all-girl softball team didn't win the championship, so don't let her bring you down, Fezzy.
It's a co-ed softball team, isn't it, Earl?
It was. I am officially retired.
What happened? You got mad that we found out that you fucking had a lower batting average than Lily?
No, I had a great batting average. Thank you very much. They switched the days to the weekends, and I couldn't play.
He doesn't want to play anymore because Lily's still on the team. And you know him and her have the problem
No,
still.
Dave, you
with Pitsy?
No, you have no idea what you're talking about, Dave.
Pitsy and Lily go out to eat lunch together every day now. And I don't say anything is happening between them, but they're a non-sexual couple.
They're the same person.
Yeah.
She took up smoking. I'm like, when have you started smoking? Oh, Pitsy got me into smoking. I'm like, wow.
Is this right, Pitts?
Well, no, that's because my bosom buddy, Eastside Dave, always fucking drops me to go out with the big boys because we used to have sandwiches together every day.
Wait a minute, here's the thing. When Wiki gives you the bump up, you're eating with us. So that's your big exciting thing to look forward to.
So I can look forward to chicken salad, and then now I can move on to the diner with you guys?
Yes, you'll diner and yesterday Route 57. You never know.
All right.
You never know when there's going to be a Route 57.
There will be good meals.
But
They show up at F.H. Riley's together. They were bragging about being in circle. Apparently, they sat with O&A and all their friends, so they were doing a lot of bragging and bragging like a couple. Quite truthfully, they're together.
I'm sorry, I'm not a heartless bastard like you. Could you fucking get rid of your girlfriend at the drop of a hat, Dave?
Whoa!
I'm not heartless.
Wow.
It was over.
Wait, someone is defending Claire. I've never seen that on this show.
I don't look at it as heartless, Pitts. I looked at it as that relationship had so many problems for so long.
Hey,
it was cutting ties.
Have you seen this new chick? I would have got rid of Claire while she was giving birth to my twins.
She doesn't like me, though. Casey's not a big fan of me.
No one fucking likes you, Pitsy.
I know.
You stalk women.
And you made anti-Semitic remarks.
What did you say?
Of course he doesn't like you.
He goes, you said, here comes Dave and his Christ killer.
Nice, Pitsy.
What did he say?
At O'Looney's, he's like, hey, man, I really want to, hook up with you. Jews are my favorite. Jews are my favorite, my second favorite type women. And while that's not like, hey, you're a whatever, that's kind of, it's fucking weird comment to make.
If I like Jews, how is it anti-Semitic?
You just don't say, Jews are my second favorite group of all time.
Well, I was still fascinated by the fact that
Nazis?
she was Jewish.
Sounds weird, Pitts.
I couldn't believe she was Jewish.
Why bring it up again? You act like no hot chicks are ever Jewish.
No, there are, but that's why they're my second favorite.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. That was a long night, Dave, okay? I apologized again and again to her, and she doesn't like me. But she's got a sour taste of me, and that's it. She's not...
Ew.
He stalks her, Ron.
Yeah, sauerkraut.
He stalks her on her MySpace page.
Stop stalking.
He does.
That's bullshit. I wanted to put an olive branch out there so that Dave, now that she's Dave's girlfriend, I don't want to be the fucking weird third wheel guy, so I try to be nice to her now.
So what, you were trying to pick her up for a while?
No, not at all. That was the first time I ever met her was at O'Looney's, and I came off bad.
You're the fucking O'Looney.
Yeah, I know.
The drunk maniac. Now, was that the same night that he sent all the crazy messages to Happy Typing Girl?
Same night that he sent 20 texts to Happy Typing Girl and also was kind of trying to hook up with Lil on cam.
That's bullshit, too. It's fucking Dave, man. This is not boring gossip, okay? This is bullshit.
All right, fine. Maybe he wasn't trying to hail Lil Kim. But you were talking to her for a while, that's all.
Because I never met her, okay? These computer people you only get to see once in a while in real life, so you want to talk like a normal human being.
You should bring up their ethnic background to them.
Yeah.
Nice icebreaker.
That's a good springboard into really trying to become friends with them, right?
I really love your Jew breasts.
Pitsy, you're a maniac.
What is with you, Pitsy? You're out of fucking control. I swear to God, he's Rory, too. He reminds me so much. Everything would be buckled down until he has a couple drinks, and then he's a fucking mad dog.
He goes off like a Japanese businessman.
I think I'm taking up Dave's spot as the Friday drunk, I guess, because... Dave...
No, that spot's still filled. You're fucking Robin to that Batman.
You didn't see me on Friday, Pitts. Jumping in front of limousines at 11 o'clock at night.
I don't shit on the floor at bars either.
Wow.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
This got ugly fast. What started this problem? Oh, yeah, you left Claire because you had a hotter chick.
Right. No.
That's why you did it.
The relationship was dead for months. We would come in, barely chat. That's why all the Ron and Fez functions, I was there by myself. She didn't even come to see me wrestle. Boom.
I thought because she hated me and Fezzy.
Part of it. A big part of it. But another part of it...
I understand hating Fezzy. How could she hate me?
She had friends who even went there. People who she knew. She could have hung out with them, supported me. No.
We could have put her with the Jew broads over in the fucking corner. Why do you hang around with the Jew broads?
She was very rigidly Catholic, so... Not sure.
Was she?
Yeah, very much so.
I don't know.
I'm just kind of a loose, bullshit free agent Catholic. I mean, I try to be the best I can, but...
You're thinking about skipping over and adopting Judaism, right?
Oh, I mean, it's not really in my forehead, but yeah, it's maybe in the back.
What do you mean in your forehead?
The
forefront?
If something's in the back of your head, then...
There's no front and back of your fucking heads there. You just have thoughts.
Okay.
I don't know where they are.
It's a thought that isn't prevalent right now, but if the C and the DC connection requested it of me, sure, I'd look into it.
All right. You're in love then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I'd just say See you later, Jesus. You know, we had some good times. 29 years.
Good times. These were such good times. Thank you, Jesus. It was great.
They don't have a bris for you.
Deanna, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I wanted to know, does Dave have, like, any morals or any... Is there a line that he draws that he wouldn't tell somebody's business? He's not an old lady. Him and Pitsy go out and drink together. He always makes fun of Earl because he doesn't do that. They're supposed to be like buddies. So why are you telling his business? You should respect that.
Regardless, exactly what Wiki bitched about yesterday. The private thing should be kept private.
Yeah, and Fez, don't forget that last week when you were sick, he said when you weren't in there, he was talking shit about you about your heart. He said you didn't. What was the remark? Because Earl got really smart with him. He said you didn't have the hearts come in there or something, and.
Yeah, Fez.
Yeah, so don't take it that he's it's just fucked up. You didn't want anybody telling
you're a fucking animal.
I did not say Fez doesn't have the heart to come in here, Deanna.
Dave, I just said I was glad you're on Team Watley.
You made a fucking comment about his heart.
That is true.
Because you don't know when...
Deanna. You have listening skills problems. We've gone over this route before. You're in Los Angeles getting high every day. You have to.
It was the day the Fez.
What is she high on?
Fucking telling you.
Pot. She smokes marijuana.
Fuck you. I listen to this show every day. Maybe you should. Then you would realize what the fuck you say on here. You contradict yourself.
Don't get high. Stop getting high. Where's Trace this call, Spacey? You are a little pothead.
You think Kevin Spacey does the show?
Spacey's doing the phone screen right now. Deanna, please put down the herb. This is not a fucking Bob Marley concert.
Settle it down.
Sorry.
Settle it down.
Sorry.
You know why?
Sweetheart, come on.
Because I'm right, and he knows I'm right.
I like you.
Find it.
I like you. Let's just chill
I
out.
bet you $100.
Let's pretend this is a fish concert.
Would you please stop?
And Earl got pissy, and they all got pissy with you. The day you were in Fez's seat, the day Fez came in there and busted through the door or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Fez. He hopped in your fucking seat. And when you were out, he was making all those jokes. Yeah, that's your fucking boy right there. Deanna's right.
I was under mental anguish because Fez was out.
Why take it out on me and my heart condition?
No, he was happy. He fucking wanted your spot. And that's what started all this. Ron has Dave on his lap every day. Ron is way too easy on Dave and fucking is trying to turn him into wife number 3.
Look, the things...
I think he really thought that it would happen. Like, if he... I don't know.
It just makes me...
I feel like you've woken me up today, Deanna.
I have not.
I'm seeing this Dave... For the right way. Are you seeing him the same way, Fez?
I just gave him a compliment, and now Deanna has brought to my attention very important things.
She's a drug abuser.
Interesting. Cracks and
I'm a what?
You
abuse drugs.
Who doesn't?
You listen to Dark Side of the Moon.
So what? Who doesn't?
I love it. I love him too. But break it up with Wish You Were Here. The Wall.
Liar. I listen to you every day. You contradict yourself within minutes of each. You make no sense. Yesterday, you guys were talking about the guitarist.
Yeah.
Deanna.
Listen, hold on a second. What's your favorite band ever? Guns N' Roses. Yet you said you didn't say anything about Slash.
You didn't say shit about Slash.
I said GNR is among my favorite bands, but I don't have a definitive thing.
That was your favorite band, but then you never
Pearl
mentioned
Jam.
his name.
Pearl Jam and GNR and Pink Floyd and the Beatles are tied for first place.
How?
Deanna, I don't live in this weird pothead world where ultimatums.
I live there and it's great. All right, thanks, Deanna.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Stop smoking up, baby.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't fight with the fucking callers.
Okay. I'm just
Don't talk over them, then we can't understand.
I know.
All right, go ahead, Pixie.
Deanna kind of opened my eyes. I don't think I can confide in Dave anymore.
No, you can't. This fucking guy took your private discussions, things that you... and I'll tell you right now, the whole thing about you texting Happy Typing Girl, this fucker ran to us the following Monday. And he's going like this, make sure I get mic time tonight. Make sure I get mic time. And I'm like, yeah, of course. We'll talk about the gig. You're going to definitely... He comes busting in with that. And couldn't wait to humiliate you, Pitsy. And yet you believe in this fucker.
Is Dave's plan to make my chick break up with me so that he has somebody to go out with?
You know what? No. It's not, but I do think he wants you to break up with your chick. Why? Because it's funny to that.
No.
To him.
That's not funny. But I do care about you, Pitts.
I love you too.
And I hear anger and yelling. You're saying "fuck you" really loud to your chick.
No, that's my mom.
Why don't you do this?
Same thing.
You get him to break up with his chick, right?
Yeah.
Then you grab one of those Christ killers you run around with.
Okay. One of those Carolina Christ killers?
Grab one of the sons of Barabbas, the friends of Barabbas that you think are the best people in the world.
They are.
And then you...
They're the chosen people, and I fucking believe that shit now.
You chose her, didn't you?
Right.
How could you not?
Moses was right, man.
Here's Corey. Corey, you're on Fez.
Yeah, shout out Bougray, fellas.
Shout out Bougray.
I just was wondering how Pitsy feels about the free Mumima girl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a fan of the free West Memphis 3 girls than the Mumia girls, but...
I like the West Memphis 3 crowd, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little more laid back, a little more white.
They're hayseeds. Well, the Mumima girls are normally white, but they bang black fucking guys. There's no doubt about it.
They got dirty hair. They're just dirty.
That's sexy.
Yeah, they're sexy dirty.
Yeah.
You know, so what if there's some mud on your feet?
It's like fucking a mongrel, like a dog, like you got a fucking dog out of the pen and banged it in the ground. That's how it is. It's so fucking hot.
Oh.
Earl, you ever try to get any of those girls?
Nah, not at all. Too dirty. For me, they're too dirty.
You're fucking filthy.
I'm not filthy.
You got fucking white stuff all over your hands. I don't even know what it is.
Very well kept. Kept.
You ever notice that when black guys and they're dirty, they get those dry white fucking hands?
Oh yeah, it almost looks like the hands have died, like leprosy or something.
They have to put on lotion on their hands, I learned.
Or else they get
jack off.
This black girl I was talking to, she said they have to put on lotion, otherwise their skin gets very crackly and
crackler.
That right? I never knew that because white people we get.
You should put on fucking lotion too. Look at you. You're fucking see through.
Oh.
Here's Dave. David, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
What can we do for you, bro?
Hey, I was wondering why Dave talks out of both sides of his mouth.
What are you talking about?
Well, a couple weeks ago, you guys were talking about the ascension and how Jesus was flapping his wings and he was getting all kinds of upset.
Yeah, it's true. But that was before he got his fucking hot chick.
That was before a certain...
Now that he's got a Jew, he's kicking Jesus to the curb.
No, I'm not kicking him to the curb. I'm thanking him for 29 years of prosperity and good fortune that he put on me.
From the moment... Look at him. He's fucking... You're starry-eyed.
That's
you're
right.
Starry-eyed.
That's right. I want to go down to North Carolina this weekend.
Why
I just gotta get 450 bills together.
Why 450?
That's a little expensive, I guess.
To take a car down there, it's like fucking $30 each way.
No, I'm gonna fly.
Why are you gonna fly?
Take a car. It's gonna take 12, 15 hours. So it would make
I
no
thought
sense.
you liked her.
Hell no. I can make it there in like 8, 9.
She does just drive all the time, Mr. B.
She stops every 15 miles. I fucking saw her 24 hours after she left. I saw her eating waffles in North Jersey.
Right.
By the way, who fucking sits there and shares breakfast like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a fancy place.
You know how some girls put like cucumbers over their eyes in the morning?
Yeah.
I'd be type of girl put fucking pancakes there.
She's the only person. She's the only person who can eat who also needs a feeding tube.
I know, it's true. I think she's got a tapeworm, or maybe even like a fucking tape muskrat, something. So you're in love. You got his song, Earl?
Yes, sir. I do.
This is it. Sing it to her.
Not familiar with it,
That's
but
okay.
I'll try.
Sticks.
You are so beautiful. Despite what Pitch says, and I love you the best. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm not a Jew hater. I'm a Christian who can see the spectrum of the world. Yeah, baby. DC connection forever.
Okay. That's stupid. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez. Like fucking listen to a breakdown. Mike, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, why is anybody surprised that Dave can't keep a secret? His girlfriend of 6 years just dropped his ass because he can't keep his mouth shut.
Well, that was part of the case. The other part was
I'll say this: I never
like
heard
her
him
very much.
Yeah, he never sang to the last girlfriend.
That's right. I mean, part of it, she didn't drop my ass the second time. I dropped her ass.
Yeah, you did.
Dropped her in the fucking river.
No, what you did was you acted so vicious she had to leave. She didn't have the balls to say I want to break up with you. No. But you came on the air and was so disgusting that I broke every rule that she had no choice.
The fucking pitbull had to come out.
The live straw theory.
I've done that whole thing where You know, you don't really want to be the one that leaves, so you do that. Hey, you know who's a real cunt? Your mom. You know what I hate? Everything you hold dear. I can't fucking stand that. Oh, did I tell you I stopped out at your grandmother's grave and wiped my ass all over her fucking tombstone? Yeah. So finally, yours, like, she's so crazy, she runs out, and then you can go, oh, thank God, that's over with.
Well, her choice.
Yeah. Yeah, she does what she wants to do. Anyway, I'm dating this new broad. She's going great.
Did all I could.
I don't even, no one knows how the world works, but we all do the same fucking things.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like, you think it's choice, maybe it's not. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. What can
I'm
we do
actually calling from Israel. I listen to you guys online.
Uh-huh.
And I gotta tell Pitsy to come out here and check out all the Jewish girls and to shut up and stop being such a fucking anti-Semite.
Hey, David? You're making me root for Goliath right now. That's how fucking crazy you drive me. What part of Israel do you live in?
I'm in Jerusalem.
Oh, are you? So what do you do? Listen to us on the computer?
Yep, listen to XM online. I had you guys in America. I listened to you way back when from the NEW days.
Yeah.
Came here to school, but I'm hooked on my ex, so you guys are on all the time.
All right. Now, you know what? We got buddies in England. We got buddies in Northern Ireland. You're going to be our Israeli buddy now, all right? Anything breaks out over there, any shit starts, let us know.
I will. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep up the good work.
All right, you're a good man.
Frankas.
Thanks, David.
There's plenty of Jewish girls on Long Island, so I don't need to make a trip overseas.
No, I want you to go over there. I want you to go over there and sit at the Wailing Wall and see if you can't pick up a broad.
Work on a kibbutz for a while.
Is Wiki picking up the tab on this trip? Or?
I don't know. Right now, after a fucking Fez backstabbed him, I had to read that fucking letter online. The man's heart was broken.
My heart was broken. I don't understand why this is all my fault. He was the one that was accusatory with me.
Now I think he might be right. I don't think you were sick.
I was totally sick. I went to the doctor. I was coughing my lungs up. I was barely alive.
D, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to call and warn you that I think Dave might have some kind of special power because he fucked a girl last weekend and she disappeared.
Wow. Jeez. You listen to this, Dave?
She has to go home to sell her house to get the money to come back up. Makes perfect sense to me. While down there, I plan to take a red-eye to North Carolina, and we're going to spend all day Saturday match gaming it up. Romance.
You're going to be there this weekend?
If I can scramble some cash together. Yes.
Your song.
That's my plan. Mr. B, we can't be apart.
When you're with me, I'm smiling.
Oceans, mountains, state boundaries.
Oh, by the way, fucking Paul McCartney's one-legged whore was on Larry King last night, I think, right? Guess why she broke up with him? This is what she says. He's around 24/7. Every time I turn around, there's that stupid fucking Paul McCartney talking his dumb shit. She said she just couldn't take it anymore. He never would leave. He would always be there. What are you doing, love?
Yeah.
Getting yourself some cocoa, are we, doll? You know? And she's like, I can't fucking take it anymore. I should have married the Shy Beetle. You're driving me crazy. I can't take my leg off without you fucking standing there. Someone's knocking at the door. She couldn't get a fucking moment to herself. Doing a little piddle, eh, love? Taking a little piss. She could not have a fucking moment. And I swear to God, as soon as she said it, I could picture that fucking lunatic.
He did that with Linda, too.
Won't leave him alone.
Yeah, was with Linda every single day of their life.
Couldn't go on fucking to work without her being next door with a fucking unplugged organ. I wouldn't know she wasn't playing, but he can't be a foot and a half away from his broad.
That's right. That's not me, though.
You're kind of Paul McCartney.
No. It's a totally different story.
It's weird. You think you get to spend time with a Beatle. That would be great, but I guess everything wears on you after a while.
You know, it's like, who doesn't like to do acid? But you don't want to fucking trip 24 hours a day. You need a little fucking time off.
That's right.
What is he doing? She's heading up the steps. There he is, running behind her. It's like having a fucking poodle puppy. I don't want to overreact here, but it's too much. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Dave, you need to man up, man. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I can make it to Farmingdale, Long Island in 9 hours.
Well,
it's not a hard drive at all.
Why do you gotta act like a big baby about this?
I don't have a car. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get a flight. I think that's faster.
Yeah, it's faster, but it costs you $4.50 instead of $30.
You can get a car for $30 from here to North Carolina.
No, you have a car. You put gas in it.
I don't have a car. My parents sold it.
Beanie won't give him the keys for the weekend to go down to North Carolina.
Are you on restriction or what?
No, there's no point in getting a car because if I would have to leave after the show, whatever, at 9 o'clock on Friday, that means I would get there Saturday during the day, then practically leave on Sunday morning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It would be impossible, but if you take a plane, you have almost 2 days.
I thought she was going to be here in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks.
No, I don't think. She was going to get tickets to the Mets opening day, in which case I would wait, but that fell through. So now...
The Mets aren't having an opening day?
So it isn't so much as she wanted to come up and see you. She wanted to see the Mets.
No, she did.
And you live in Queens.
She did.
And I offered him my tickets to go, and he forgets completely that he could have my
for opening day.
I don't have opening day, but for a weekend, if you want to go.
Yeah.
What do you have? Weekend tickets?
Yeah, all the weekend games.
Jesus Christ! What are you, an old lady? What do fucking people do the whole weekend thing? Now you're going to sit out there in a 90-degree fucking heat in July.
Yeah,
that's great. The
that's
weekend
free
package.
The day fucking. They're all day games.
You get some ESPN night games. You get some, and just by getting that weekend package entitles you to playoff games. We have them for the Yankees.
Oh, no wonder you fucking love it. Well, first of all, you're a fucking Yankee fans. You're going to go to fucking playoffs. He's a Mets fans. What's the fucking odds? 10%? He goes to any playoff games? Here's Adolf. Adolf, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, everyone get off. Everyone Jew. Every Jew, go into the oven, Jew. It's time.
You're going to put up with this?
You son of a bitch. You're talking about my fucking people here. How many more? You fucking got 6 million of us. Don't make me fucking come over there. Don't make me come over there.
Hey, Mike, you're on Fez.
Oh, my hero. What's going on, Ron?
What's that, brother, man?
Hey, buddy. Hey, why don't Dave get a truck, man? Catch up with a truck driver. He could sleep all the way to Carolina Friday night. He can get another truck Sunday night, sleep all the way back. You got a lot of truckers, man, that listen to you.
That's true.
It's not a bad idea.
Have you noticed that no one has offered to lend a car to Dave? No one wants anyone borrowing their car?
I was saying, Dave, you want to wreck my car this weekend? I mean, that's what's going to fucking happen. The guy's a screaming alcoholic.
He asked me to borrow my car when he needed to get the new couch, to see if I could be his moving team, me and Dave.
That ain't going to fucking happen either. I don't help friends move. I would rather fucking give up a friendship than fucking pick up one end of a couch and go up steps with it. I would rather give up a 20-year fucking friendship.
Well, you'd only be going down a few steps to my apartment.
I hate to borrow a car, and I hate to have my car borrowed. Either one.
Here's Don. Don, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies. You know, I think Fezzy needs to start listening to your own XM commercials and go to myexcusedabsence.com in order to make up a better excuse for not being in work.
We got to figure some way of you squashing this fucking problem you have with Wiki. It's just ridiculous. You can't fucking do this with people that, you depend on. It's fucking ridiculous point. Not that you put yourself in, Fez, but the whole show.
Well, that wasn't my intention at all, but when, the whole thing of my absences came up, I was just really taken aback. And
I missed a lot of time. I know it. Dave knows it. Earl knows it. We do our best to cover. There's a lot of days, I'm gonna fucking pull it back a little bit, and there's plenty of days in here that,
yes,
it's Soundboard Fez.
I am a beautiful princess.
And I would have rather have Soundboard Fez talk to Wiki than you hop on the fucking phone with him.
I just don't see where bronchitis, can't be understood as an excuse. When you can't breathe, you can't talk, you're just doing nothing but hacking up phlegm.
Let me ask you this, Fez. Did you were able to go to my house for the Oscars?
Yes.
Yeah, but then the next day you couldn't go in to work. You'll push yourself to do something you like. You won't push yourself for work stuff. Wiki sees it. Elo sees it. We all see it. I'd like to talk to Jay Mohr about it, your therapist. Here's Philip. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, listen, I was just going to see if Eastside Dave needed to be picked up at the airport in Raleigh.
I think the airport is closer to Asheville, right? Are you by there?
Oh, man, I'm the other part of the state from Asheville. It's going to be expensive flying into Asheville.
Yeah.
Asheville? Where are you going to fucking land?
I think there's an airport in Asheville somewhere.
What are you going to land? A fucking Piper Cub? Fucking seaplane? Asheville's up in the mountains. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, I know. That's where she lives, up in the mountains.
Yeah.
So I got to get a plane into that mountainy area and then get a car from there.
The way you're describing this, it's like you're trying to rescue her.
Maybe I am.
I've got to get a plane into the mountains.
David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing? Love your show, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Is this the Ron Dave show or the Ron and Fez show?
You know the name of the show.
Why does Eastside Dave get so much attention? He's really fucking atrocious on the radio.
I disagree.
I love Fezzy. Guys want to hear Fezzy.
I disagree that fucking Dave is atrocious. Fez is here.
Every time I tune in, Dave is getting the airtime.
Fez is getting better. Jay Mohr is helping Fez. Nikki Cox is helping Fez.
David, I'm right here. I've been part of the conversation the whole morning. I don't even know what you're talking about today.
We hear more of Dave than we hear of you, Fezzy.
You're not giving Jay Mohr an opportunity to work on this. Give Jay Mohr 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Can I ask you for 2 weeks?
Fezzy.
He's on the Mohr Cox system. He's what?
Love you guys.
And I'm working on it. I'm doing the steps.
One of your steps has got to squash in this thing with Wiki. Apologizing, manning up.
I have to apologize?
I read the letter. The man's hurt. You at least have to say that it's all just not you.
I understand. Both of us are hurt. I will give you that much.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, maybe Dave can catch a ride with Earl on the Underground Railroad.
That's in the wrong direction. Earl's not going to... That's the one thing about that Underground Railroad train. Always went back empty.
It only went one way. It went north. It wasn't going back south.
Yeah. Where did it stop? Montreal?
I think it's Toronto.
What's with the Canadians being such black lovers back in the 1800s? How advanced were they? No, black people are the same as us. Even people in Boston and New York haven't fucking warmed up to that fact yet.
Yeah, like Toronto, I think, has the highest percentage of like mixed marriages and interracial couples.
Is that right?
Yeah, they have a very high percentage.
Yeah, but they mean Vietnamese. Because there's a lot of fucking Viet Cong up there. A lot of Viet Cong in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Wonder what they're doing there.
I was up there one time, we were all drunk, fucking sitting there, right? At this restaurant, it was all Vietnam people. We were so drunk, we were just doing this the whole time we wanted a beer. Wow! Wow! Thinking it was fucking hilarious. Now, in fucking hindsight, it comes across a little racist. And they're fucking asking my friends if they want anything else, any appetizers. Don't you do it! I'm fucking yelling at them like that. You fucking show these fuckers! You show them!
Just trying to take an order.
All right, I don't know whether it's because of Irish Alky's birthday, but Pal Talk blew up today, Fezzy.
Oh, no.
Pal Talk is down. So Irish Alky is not having the birthday he planned, but he has pre-recorded a message he'd like everybody to hear.
I have no problem with Riley Luck. I don't even know who the fucking cunt is, but for any of those fucking mods to fucking ban me over some bitch that has been around for 4 fucking months takes a lot of fucking balls. And for Mikey Boy to give me a fucking message that says, I'm too tired right now, I'll deal with you in the morning, fuck that shit. Fuck that. You deal with me now. I only fucking call in, I only fucking answer the show. I've only been friends with fucking Eastside Dave for 6 fucking years. For me to fucking be pushed aside and to still be banned in the morning is bullshit. Is absolute fucking horseshit. I don't fucking matter. Like, I don't fucking add anything. Some people that come out to those fucking Ron and Fez fucking parties come out and fucking want to say hi to me.
Oh, there you have it. That's the birthday greetings from Irish Alki. Birthday greetings from Irish Alki. Who's better than Alki?
Love the Alki.
Who's better than Alki?
Nobody.
What about Jesus? Not better than Alki?
Not for me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're Jewish now.
Yeah.
Killjoy, you're Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just called in to blow up Dave's spot. I thought that was him doing a bit when the caller called up about the ovens and whatnot. I think that was Dave, wasn't
That was Adolf Hitler. That was a pre-recorded piece, which makes me believe that it was fucking Stink Bomb. Who besides Radio Shark plays fucking tapes back at us?
I don't know.
Yeah, and yet you cannot train your guys to understand what is Radio Shark.
Yes.
He's your nemesis.
Something has been done about that.
What's that?
I don't want to bust the kid's balls on the air, but he just had to be maybe removed from the call screens seat today because he needs to learn and pay attention.
All right, you happy with that Stink Bomb? You're getting people removed from the seats now. Mike, you're Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how are you?
Good.
Hey, listen, sorry about that. The Underground Railroad actually stopped just outside of one of your favorite old haunts, Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Is that right?
Yeah, they used to have an area up there. It was always really heavily mixed, and they used to call it Africaville. And it's still known as like a really heavily black town, and not just that town, but a lot of the province. There's a lot of real old black families that came up from the south, and totally different looking black population than, say, like Toronto or Montreal or something.
I'm going to tell you right now, when I was in Nova Scotia, I met one black guy the whole time. You know what his fucking name was? Snowball. They fucking called him Snowball. I'm like, hey, if this is what it takes for you to fucking get by, you go ahead and do it, brother. I go, but we don't fucking play those games in the States. Oh, bow! Oh, bow!
Did you ever play Beer Hunter? Where you shake up one can of beer and then you put 3 or 4 cans of beer on the table, and whoever, you have to open up the beer, and then whoever opens up the exploding beer.
No, see, I'm from Philly. We don't need games to drink. Okay. We drink to forget our fucking problems. You want to play Beer Hunter on the show sometime, you can, though.
Oh, really?
With your little fucking friends. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
I never understood a drinking game where you wanted to waste the alcohol.
Jeremiah, you're Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to offer Davey Mack a ride if he actually did come down to Asheville.
That's nice of you.
All right, where are you? How are you going to get there, though? Oh, you're going to pick him up in Asheville. Yeah. Fucking getting from the airport to her house is not Dave's big fucking problem.
She could probably pick me up, but that was a nice offer, Jeremiah. But it's really getting down.
Does she live down there in a mountain?
Yeah, she lives on a mountain.
Yeah.
She's a mountain girl, yeah. She used to live in the mountains in New York, and then in the mountains of North Carolina.
She's an upstate girl?
No, she's from Westchester originally, but There's
no mountains in Westchester.
Well, I think she lived up in upstate for a little bit.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Right.
You know what she would like? The Himalayas.
I've asked her that, I think that would be exciting. Mount Everest, things that... Huh? Got it.
Things of what? Don't you want to say it, though?
No.
I mean, just to get rid of the itch? The painful itch that you have, just to say it.
Can I just
yeah,
for the
go ahead,
itch?
try it.
Things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I didn't want to say that today.
Here's Deja. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could pause the show for those of us on Pal Talk since the server went down.
Sure.
Thank you.
Can't wait to get back to the show.
Yeah, it's on pause.
We got to talk about some of the stuff going on in the news later.
That'd be cool.
Good idea. I wonder how long it needs to pause.
Yeah, that snowball story was good, huh?
Yeah.
I like that.
My ankle hurts.
Why?
What's wrong with that?
I
You putting stuff up your ass? You got that cake pretty far up your ass yesterday, didn't you?
How's that feel?
Save for the air, Fez.
Oh, okay.
I don't want any great stories.
Right.
Boy, Earl's black, huh? I mean, really black.
Tell me about it. There's days when I think it's just a hat floating.
Hey, you know who I hate?
Who?
The listeners.
Them?
Yeah. I fucking hate when we have to take calls and act like we like them.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Bossy.
So what? We make more money than them.
That always makes me smile. We having lunch later?
No, we're gonna diet. There's a Negro on my shoulder. Chucky, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, can you unpause the show for those of us who don't have Pal Talk?
Oh, yeah, good point. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I just wanted to give Dave a suggestion on how he can get down south.
Yeah.
He's got to think outside the box, man, and put himself in a box and overnight ship himself there.
That's how Fez got to meet David Cassidy.
They said it wouldn't work.
Didn't somebody try that to meet Elvis or something? Wasn't there some crazy fucking story like that?
I totally think there was.
Bruce, this is going like we were on pause still. Bruce, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to say, when I first started listening to you when you came on XM, I didn't understand the show, but I've grown to love the show. I think everybody on there does a great job, and I even like Eastside Dave.
Here's the thing, Bruce.
Everybody on there is great.
We don't like you very much. That's the odd thing about it. Just about the time that you got around liking us, we don't like you. Bruce, where you calling from? Why would someone hang up mid-conversation? Did he really get his feelings hurt?
Maybe he's shy. Some people
He's too shy.
People don't like to interact sometimes.
Probably took all he could just to make that statement.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I'd like to ask Dave how old he was when Mommy and Daddy sold his car on him.
I was about 27, 26.
Ouch.
I thought it was last year.
It was last year, so 27. I'm 29 now, but it was like 2000.
When you moved to New York, they sold your car.
Yes. And I think
They were like, he doesn't need a car.
Yeah.
So that wasn't your car at all.
Oh, you're right. So I was 28, not 27.
So at the age of 28, you don't even realize that these people are taking a car and selling it.
Right. Well, I left the car in Jersey for the weekend, and when I leave things there, they sometimes sell them. Like I left my drum set there, and then with my car, they sold that from underneath me. And I'm going
to say this.
Yeah.
I take it neither one of these were your purchases.
I gave my dad a couple grand for the car, but yeah, maybe I felt like that was.
Did you ever bring it up to him? Hey, that was my fucking car?
I did say, what happened to my car? Because I was a little shocked. I got off the train, and I was going to take my car out to rent some movies at Blockbuster, and there was no car there.
Right.
And I'm like, how am I supposed to even rent Field of Dreams? But more importantly, where's my car? And they said, well, we sold it because we thought you didn't need it because you're in the city. And I said, yeah, but it's still my car. And then my dad said, well, technically it's not really your car. My name was on the deed.
Who was making the payments every month?
I gave him some money for insurance.
So he was making the payments.
Well, yeah, he kind of bought it. He likes to buy things wholesale. So the car was maybe 14 or 15 grand, and I gave him 3 or 4, and then he spent the rest.
So he figured, hey, you already used up your 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like he owes you 3 or 4 grand.
That's a great point, Mr. B, but no, I have never actually questioned him about it.
Afraid of him?
No, I just realized that they've probably spent a lot of money on me, you know? I mean, they spent money on me to go to college.
I can't imagine how much money they've fucking dumped in you and got nothing back. Here's what you gotta do, though. Show up with Casey and said, I know in the back of your mind you think I'm some fucking overgrown child retard Adam Sandler type.
Yeah.
Who could get a hot chick like this? Me.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Your chick is hotter than anyone that your brothers have, right?
Oh, yes. They're fucking
By
wives.
far.
Well, I mean, I don't want to talk too smack.
How's the gay brother do?
You know, he's got this guy, Boris, a Russian
good-looking guy?
gymnast. My brother brags about him having a six-pack at Thanksgiving dinner. That's real fucking comfortable.
No, you know what a six-pack is to the gay guys? That's when they pump fucking 6 shots in your ass.
Okay.
That's fucking, he's a sex-cummer.
I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
That's what he brings up when you're saying grace?
Yeah.
What you're thankful for this year?
He actually asked us, he goes, would you mind if I talk about, you know, maybe who I'm dating and stuff when he came out a few years ago?
Right.
And so we're all like, yeah, sure, you know, it doesn't matter. But we never thought that was going to become a reality.
Right.
So then at the family dinner table, he's like, yeah, I'm seeing this guy, Boris, that I met at the gym.
I love to put his balls in my mouth. You're like, all right.
my dad's like, more potatoes! Quickly!
Sell that car. Your dad run an iron hand? Like you're very uncomfortable around your dad?
No, yeah, I am uncomfortable around him, but it's weird. He doesn't. I wouldn't say he runs an iron hand. We're just kind of innately scared of him for some reason.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, couple things. Number one, you know what? There's a lot of Chinese in Canada, especially out on the West Coast.
Uh-huh.
I was over in Taiwan, staying with some people. I was over there for a while. And they send their kids over there because the schools are easier. They don't bust their balls as much as they do in Taiwan and in China.
Yeah, they'll fuck you with a stick over there if you're not paying attention.
Well, no, yeah, but you know what they call the education? They say stuff the duck. You're not allowed to say a fucking word in the room.
Yeah.
These families I was staying with, they're all wealthy. And like the kid would go to school from 7 in the morning till 6 at night or whatever. They'd eat dinner, and then the tutor would come over and work with them till 10 o'clock. Around their sophomore, junior year of high school, they take this test. They don't pass the test. They don't get into college. It's a fucking disgrace to their family.
Right. Yeah, they're much harder on their fucking kids. And, you know, I mean, yeah, their kids are smarter, but they're so unhappy.
They're very depressed, and it goes all the way up to their businessmen who, like, commit suicide all the time.
Still, you know. It's a way to live, I guess. Now, the thing is, for us, we can't understand. That's why I don't understand how these guys adopt fucking Chinese daughters. It's too tempting. All of a sudden you have barely legal fucking Asian teen living in your house. Who could deal with that? She's walking around in that little sailor suit fucking outfit studying constantly.
I guess you just have to try to concentrate on the fact that it's your daughter now. Try to think of it as a relative.
That's why I'd adopt only boys.
Suck their little dicks?
No, nothing sexual about it.
Well, you were just bringing up about the way your family is.
No, my family isn't like that. I have one relative who's a brother.
Black?
Speaking of which, Big Brother.
It's a Big Brother update.
Yeah, it's Mikey Boy with his Big Brother update. How are you, Mikey Boy?
Doing all right.
What's going on in the house?
Well, I got a question for you. This is my first year watching the show, and it seems like it's kind of obvious that there are a couple people on the show that are head and shoulders better than everyone else. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of suspense.
Right.
And there seems to be a lot of people just biding their time until they get kicked off. Is that the way it's been in previous years?
Yeah. You normally know the top 2 or 3 right from the beginning, but right now, here's the excitement. Whoever gets kicked off tonight, Mikey, they're not going on the tour bus. They're not going to be on the world tour. Or at least the American tour. So you want to at least be in the American tour.
Sure. My prediction is the guy who goes home tonight is the bald guy. Phil Stacey.
He stinks.
Yeah. And, well, Sanjay should be the one to go, but everyone seems to love him. And they had that awful thing with the little disturbed 13-year-old girl freaking out. And they just kept showing her over and over again during his performance. But he was hideous, too.
That was Olive from Little Miss Sunshine. Just crying away.
And then did you hear the beatboxer guy? I don't know. The judges seem to love his bit, but I thought it was absolutely hideous.
I agree with you. I do not get the beatboxer guy. I guess because he looks like a boy band. He looks like he belongs in a boy band. It works out for him.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how to take this thing. I mean, it seems like there's a couple contestants who are head and shoulders above the rest, and there's a couple other ones who are decent, and then all the guys are going home, and all the white girls are going home, and that's all you're going to be left with. And then for the next 6 weeks, it cannot really matter.
All right, here's what happens, though. As you get to a certain point when there's only so many white people left, they start to get the white vote. Oh. So instead of breaking up the white vote, then we'll all act like we're surprised when they send home the fat black chick or the gap-toothed bitch. We're like, oh, she's a much better singer than Beatbox. But, you know, it really breaks down to race pride after a while.
It down to save the white.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So, and I guarantee you they do want Sanjaya to be on that tour for the 12-year-old girls, you know? And you can understand it. I mean, that little girl legitimately was crazy about that boy because he looks like, you know, he should be a pinup kid.
She was legitimately crying, and then, boy, once they had the camera on her, that was it. She had the rest of the show, as they were trying to manipulate us, I think, by just forcing the close-ups on this little girl crying.
Jeez, do you think they manipulate us, Fezzi? Do you think that's the point of the fucking show?
Well, I wasn't sure if she was a huge Sanjaya fan or she was just actually a huge fan of the show, because they showed her crying during someone else's performance at the end, too.
Yeah, she was caught up. Now, that thing at the end, she was crying like, oh, I can't believe I'm hearing such a beautiful song. This is nice. But with Sanjaya, she was crying because she didn't understand what her little body was doing. The signals she was getting was all for her first time.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I don't know what you see in this show, Mikey boy.
Oh, I don't. Nothing. I hate it. And I sat down last night and I thought, okay, great, I got it on TV, I can watch it, and I always forget it's 2 hours, and it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah, it's a long fucking haul, and it's terrible.
I didn't fast forward through any of the really boring songs last night, because there were a bunch of those. And I don't even think this is a British Invasion. I mean, I think of British Invasion as, you know, the bands they brought up at the beginning, you know, the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, Herman's Hermits, the Kinks, things like that. And half the stuff they're playing was like Shirley Bassey and stuff like that, which doesn't really strike me as British Invasion.
That was really interesting because the black chicks all panicked and would not pick one of those songs. Earl, is it tough for, like, the black people to sing like the Animals or Dave Clark 5? You know, I agree there. Every one of the black chicks thought of a way out of this bit.
No, they just don't. They don't relate to it at all. If you're going to pick that particular era, you're going to think Motown before you think British Invasion.
No, but you're not picking Motown. You're not thinking that era. You're thinking, here's the songs. And I mean, it's like white people would sing Motown and not have a problem. But black people always run into trouble because they can't relate to country at all. And in this case, they couldn't relate to the British Invasion.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a matter of, like, technique or, like, holding notes. Like, Shirley Bassey, she's like a classically trained singer. She can hold notes. She can do this.
But she's not part of the British Invasion. That's the thing here. Can black people not... Tina Turner would sing that fucking music. But everybody last night panicked.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I think it's more of like they want a song they can quote unquote they could feel to, and they don't feel that particular song.
That's the interesting thing. Now, I understand those fucking songs. I think if you're singing 66 Stones, there's fucking soulfulness to that. But black people weren't picking up on it all. I thought that was the most interesting thing all night, Mikey boy.
Yeah, and I thought it was actually, I was wondering if they had cut out certain artists because some of the choices seemed a little odd, but then that rocker chick got to do a Stone song, so I thought, okay, maybe not. I don't know really what the criteria was for choosing. It seemed like none of the contestants knew much of the music at all.
Well, why would they? I mean, they're 19, 20 years old. The songs are 40 years old. It is a weird fucking thing for him. Like, Sanjaya was just, he didn't know where the fuck he was.
No, and he will get at least another week. After last night's performance and hugging the little girl, that'll save Sanjaya for another bad week.
He belongs on the bus, though. He really does. He fucking fits a certain part of the audience out there, and that's little girls that are having, like, their first pop music crush. It's as old as fucking music itself. You don't have to be great. Donny Osmond wasn't great. David Cassidy wasn't great. Rick Springfield. There's always been that guy out there.
Ace from last year.
Yeah, Ace fit that last year. And there's no one else. I mean, who else are little girls going to like? The fat fucking guy that's fucking yelling out Fro Patrol? By the way, you don't have a fro if you're not African American. It's something else. You just have curly hair. But it's not an afro if you have no Afro-kin in you.
I like Lakeisha last night. She's the big girl with the gap teeth. I like to call her Strahan. Where she was saying she was wearing $1 million worth of diamonds.
Yeah, so
She
what?
was.
Yeah, they
gave it to her. She was wearing $1 million worth of diamonds.
I know, but it's just such a funny thing to say. I have $1 million worth of diamonds on.
Well, they did ask how many $1 million worth of diamonds she had on.
What's his name announced that the guy?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ryan
Seacrest. Yeah. And why won't he yell Seacrest out? I think he's made. I think it's a gigantic mistake not to yell Seacrest out.
He got made fun of.
No,
people started to make fun of him and adapt him.
Adapt him.
Now, is the chemistry between Ryan Seacrest and the judges always so awkward and strange?
Yeah, it's a terrible show. It's a terrible show, and yet America loves it. And I like to watch the show just so I can see everything that's wrong with my home country.
These people are so forgettable that I just found something out on like the weekends on Channel 11 in New York. I believe it's WB or what was formerly WB. They play American Idol Rewind, and you can watch like previous shows from seasons 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah,
you will be shocked at how many people you fucking have forgotten about, and you just have not even remotely thought about in 5 years.
It's the same. It's like watching old Survivors.
Yeah,
you see how bad the show is.
It's really terrible
because that camping network runs the old Survivors, whatever that is, the
outdoor living,
whatever the fuck it is. And I'm going, why would anyone watch this show? And then I thought to myself, wait, I did. What was wrong with me?
And the first season is not good at all. It's really bad. Randy doesn't have. I mean, as much as people think Randy contributes nothing to the show now, they should hear what Randy had to say in season 1. He had nothing.
The same things. He says the same thing. I don't know, Doug. He doesn't even know why he doesn't like a song.
It's shocking how
I don't know. Just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time he's got a positive one, he always starts with, yo, check it out. You know it's going to be good. And it's like, some stupid verbal crutch, whatever.
And then the thing that I like is that if Paula tells someone that they look nice, she don't have shit to say. I love your shoes. First of all, I love your shoes.
First, let me get the positive out of the way. That's just awful.
Yeah. All right, Mikey boy. Hey, did you want to say happy birthday to your internet girlfriend, HTG?
Happy birthday to Happy Titan Girl. Happy birthday to Alice Duzzybutt, and happy birthday to Irish Alky.
What, everybody born on the same day?
Weird.
Apparently, yeah.
It's very odd. It's Rosie O'Donnell's birthday, too.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Alice Fuzzybutt.
Yeah.
Fez, you were in her wedding, right?
I gave Alice Fuzzybutt away at her at-sea wedding.
How long did that last, that wedding?
I don't think that made the year mark.
Mm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey. Talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Tell Stacy's going down tonight. See you guys.
Oh, and one more thing. I don't know whether Wiki's going to take you on that tour now. Fez had a vicious fight with him.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what we're going to do.
I'll break it to my daughter. Thanks.
Yeah, tell your daughter the bad news. She won't be meeting, what's her name, Mindy?
Absolutely Mindy.
Yeah. She needs a better name than that, too. All right, bye-bye.
The Mindy part's good.
Yeah, Mindy I like.
Sounds like
absolutely, it's not something for little kids.
Sounds like she's hosting a vodka show.
It's not absolute, Mindy.
That's a very funny fucking joke. You made a fucking joke. It's not like we're laughing at you, but you thought of something. That was interesting. No wonder I put this kid on a pedestal. I keep him on my lap in here.
Won't you, big brother, big brother? It's a Big Brother update.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Monkey House.
Monkey, what's happening?
Hey, why does American Idol say that they're live, but then they say that they're recorded for earlier broadcast?
Where do you live? On the West Coast?
Utah.
Yeah, don't all your programs go that way?
Are they live out there?
Yes.
Oh.
Everything is on New York time, brother.
All right.
How the world marches.
Stirring revelation.
What is this Eastern Standard Time I hear about?
So you get the Oscar results 3 hours ahead?
Well, do they run the Oscars early out there? Because I know, Big Brother runs live here on the East Coast, and then people on the West Coast will find out from the Internet. You don't want to go on the Internet if you're waiting for things on the West Coast. But, even the Today Show runs tape delayed out there.
Yeah, I would think you have to. I think everything is tape delay.
I think the Oscars go live.
Sporting events don't go tape delayed.
I remember Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where she's saying we want to get a special satellite to watch the Oscars on New York time because they had to watch it on LA time. Now,
really?
It was only Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I would think that they would keep that, that part of the show real.
That stuns me if that's true. I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Now, I know when you see a ball game out there, you see it early. Like, they wake up and they watch at 10 o'clock in the morning football game, because who wants to sit around and watch a tape-delayed sporting event? And, I mean, the Oscar thing makes sense, because what are they going to do? Start watching the Oscars at 6 at night?
Right. And
that's weird.
It wouldn't fit, yeah.
See, I thought it was a big enough event like the Super Bowl, or like a sporting event, that they would just go ahead and show it live.
It's a good question.
What about the news? Like the what do you call it, news? The CBS News. Is that tape delayed? Or does he reread it? Because, things could happen in the next couple hours.
I would think that would be tape delayed. I don't think they would perform it again.
I would go with performing again. I bet there's a West Coast newscast.
Yeah, but do you think that fucking Dan Rather sat around for 3 hours? I can't imagine that happening either. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and do one for Chicago, one for Denver, and then finally I'll do the other one. No, I can't imagine him doing that. I would think, fuck, I'm too big of a deal.
I think it's tape delayed.
Yeah.
I think it is. I got no basis or evidence for my thinking, but it's just a hunch.
Here's Adam. Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
All right, I got dragged into American Idol last night, and I had no idea that Randy actually calls himself the dog.
Well, he's got the dog pound.
But no, but he referred him to himself in third person. He goes, "Oh, you got the dog on you." He was talking about like the wristwatch or something.
Well, he was in Journey and fucking 91, so
Okay.
that is something to brag about.
All right, true.
Peace. Here's Leo. Leo, you're on Fez.
Hey, how's it going? Of all the awards shows, the Oscars are the only ones shown live out here on the West Coast. Starts at 5.
Out of all of them, that's the only one that runs the Oscars, like the Golden Globes, tape delayed,
they're
Emmys, tape delayed.
Everything else is tape delayed.
What about the news? Are you seeing, Katie Couric live?
No, I think it's tape delayed too. I think about 6:30 out here.
Yeah. I can't imagine that she would sit and do 3 or 4 of those, over 3 hours. Just
Unless it's a big major event, like 9/11, I think it's always live. But
9/11, I'm not following you.
For the most part, yeah, it's all delayed.
What was 9/11?
Something happened back east. What was that?
I don't know. I hear it. It comes up every once in a while, but I don't exactly know what people mean. Patrick, you're on Fez.
Hey, it's Ronnie, Fez. What's going on, guys? I interned over at Dateline NBC. They put everything on tape, even for the Brokaw used to put it on tape too. Unless there's something breaking, then they stick around for stuff like that. We had to do that for like when the Unabomber, it was Yom Kippur, and it was the Unabomber got caught, and they crashed the State Department's plane crashed into I forgot where the hell it was. We had to do the whole thing live on tape, but normally they do it all. They just if they get it on tape, then they do it. They run it that way unless there's something that breaks.
All right, so it's all taped out there, Fez. Tape delayed.
Oh, okay. So news 3 hours late. The evening news.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can turn on CNN anytime you want and see it at the same time as you're seeing it on the East Coast. But for all these years, cable was always taped. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
What about Sanjaya's sister's tits last night? They were pretty damn hot.
Amazing. And they fucking booted that broad off the show. She could have had those tits on every single week. I would have called her Brown Tits. The most perfect name ever for a girl, Brown Tits. And Earl, I know there's a lot of racism, but I don't think there's anything prettier than brown titties.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
You ought to take your shirt off in here. Just fucking relax. Enjoy yourself. Keith, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
I spent New Year's in California. I'm from Chicago this last year, and what's kind of messed up about that is that they have the Times Square countdown, for Pacific time, So you think, I'm an idiot. I was thinking that these bands are playing over, like live again, but, you know, in Chicago, we're getting at 11 o'clock, you know, the Times Square thing, and then you got an hour, but I thought that was real odd.
All right, so that's weird for you, too. You sit there every night, every New Year's Eve, and count down at 11 o'clock? 10,
well, the real countdown.
9, 8, it's 11 o'clock, everybody. To me, when it's New Year's in the United States, that's the New Year's. I don't fucking think, like if I'm out in Vegas or something, it's New Year's is when it's New Year's in on the East Coast, in New York. I don't sit around a couple hours later and get excited.
I agree with that.
I gotta have midnight. The midnight's the bewitching hour. It's the Happy New Year. It's the thing you look forward to.
Right. It's on the East Coast.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't celebrate with the East Coast if I was on the West Coast.
Then you would be 2 hours late celebrating. You would be counting down at 2 o'clock in the morning. The ball's already been sitting there for 2 hours. Here comes Big A. How are you, Big A?
Not bad. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Dave. Hey, Earl. Oh, hi, Fez.
That's a good one.
Oh, hi, Big A.
Hey, Big A, the beard looks fantastic.
Yeah, I keep trying it out, you know.
Yeah.
Look a little rugged, but...
Can I give you 2 words?
What?
Don Johnson. It's a very Don Johnson look for you.
More like Tor Johnson.
Yeah, but it doesn't look good on everybody.
What, is that a shot at my...
Hey, he's on today, Fez.
Oh, please.
He is on.
Please. I heard Opie and Anthony busting you about your thick beard today.
I didn't even notice this. You guys are wearing the exact same beard.
I had mine first.
You're doing a Big A look.
I am not trying to look like Big A.
Let's call you Big F. Here's James. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
This is what I saw in American Idol. It's not American Idol anymore. It's America's like pet that you can vote through to the end. Like they just pick anybody they want and they vote through it. It's not about being a good singer anymore.
Anymore? Has it ever been?
I mean, at least like Kelly Clarkson. At least she did something. She went whatever platinum or whatever. But the
she did that because she won American Idol. She wouldn't have done it if she didn't win American Idol.
Well, that's true. You don't get the exposure, but I think like these people voting for Sanjay, I think it's just like I think America's playing the joke on American Idol.
No, you know what? This has happened every year since the first fucking year. There's always someone on this show that you're going, why the hell are they on that show? What amazes me out of the how many people they say, fucking 500,000 people or something?
Yeah.
You can't pick out 12 people that sing great. You somehow have a Sanjaya, and let's face it. There's only probably 3 or 4 decent voices on there. Actually, the fat kid with the curly hair has a pretty decent voice, and they hate him. The judges hate that guy.
There's always... I mean, Taylor Hicks is a Muppet. I mean, how he got through...
It's like the joke contestant won last year.
I don't know. No one was bitching about him last year. No one would ever say, what's that fucking guy still doing in there? He never even went to bottom 2. He wasn't like last year's Sanjaya. The guy does have a decent bar voice. There's no doubt about it. He can carry a tune. But you never went, what the hell's Taylor Hicks singing? He's just not a star.
I mean, there were so many people, though. There was the young Bruce Springsteen. There was Daughtry, Catherine McPhee. There was so many better singers than Taylor Hicks.
So what? That's like saying there's not better singers than Bono. It's more than just a fucking singing voice.
That's true.
The best people... look at Madonna. She's probably the biggest star we've had. She's got an average singing voice at best, probably average dancer, and above average looking, but not one of the more beautiful people in the world. Yet she's a fucking legitimate giant fucking star. If she went to any town in America, people would be talking about it. If she showed up in a restaurant in fucking Phoenix, it would probably make the front page of the paper the next day. She's a big star. It's not just a voice. Am I right, Big A?
Yes, you are. She is.
Thank you.
Good.
Big A. It's good to know somebody gets me when Big A's here. What are you doing over there, Earl?
Making a symbol for the...
But this is what he does at me. He tightens his fist. Like that. Now... Are you so fucking lazy you can't make the break signal? You squeezed your hand in the fist.
No.
Like it's the fucking 68 Olympics and you don't want your medal.
No, I went to...
Don't give me the black power sign, Earl.
I'm sorry, I was holding the pen, but I went to do this with the hand and hold the mouse with the other hand.
Earl, no offense, but it's hard to see you in there, and you need to have big gestures.
Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, I was watching Studio 60 one night, and on their fictional SNL kind of show, they talked about having to go fix something between their East Coast and West Coast feeds. So I'm wondering if Saturday Night Live does a East Coast show, and then a few hours later does one for the West Coast.
No, they don't. But if somebody will say fuck or shit or something, they will go back and pull out the rehearsal thing so they're not rerunning it on the West Coast.
Wow.
So, like when the girl tore up the picture of the Pope, the bald-headed fucking
Sinead
whore.
O'Connor.
Yeah, they fixed that. You did not get to see it on the West Coast.
Really?
Yeah. Anything that pisses them off, they don't run it on the West Coast.
That's
cool,
what
man.
grow
Thanks
on.
Yeah. Here's Taco Tits. Taco Tits, Sherman and Fez.
Hey, buddies, how are you today, baby?
Hey, man.
Big A!
A Big A.
Big A!
Big A.
Everybody loves Big A.
I want to know what Big A's take is on American Idol, man.
What do you think, Big A?
Actually, I don't watch it much, but I hear about it, so...
You hear about it?
Yeah, but I don't actually watch it.
Yeah, you know who watches it? Girls and Fez. Girls and Fez.
I watch it. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, feminine people. Big A. A Big A.
I can hear you all.
A Big A. Big A, is there a lady in your life right now?
No, not right now.
Yeah.
No, he's playing the field, I guess.
Oh, smart, man. Switch hitter. A Big A.
Big A.
Big A. Inside.
Gave flight benefits, the old brush off.
Oh, did you? Are you fucking not with her anymore?
No, actually, we just had a date, that's all.
A date of love, huh?
Got what he wanted and is moving on. Big A.
Wham, bam, thank you, Big A. In again, out again, Big A.
See you later.
By the way, my name's Big C. That way she doesn't know who you are later. In case she ends up pregnant. Big A. It's fun to get girls pregnant, isn't it, Big A?
Actually, I wouldn't know that, you know.
Yeah, that's my thing. I like to get them pregnant and that's your problem. And then... why don't you go lay your egg is always the fucking line I have on them because it makes them cry. They run and cry when you compare them to a hen. Here's Trevor. Trevor, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, didn't ER run a live show in 3 time zones at one time, and didn't they screw up once in the East Coast where somebody fell and so they had to go to break?
They screwed up by letting George Clooney ever leave that piece of shit show. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, what do you say, pal?
Big C. Hey, I'm a camera production engineer backstage for American Idol.
Well, I got 2 fucking radio shows, so we're each doing well.
I just want to let you know we have 3 singing coaches that coordinate backstage with Randy as far as what he's going to say. I don't know if you noticed it the other night. He used the word recoil pitch. This guy has no idea what a recoil pitch is.
So he doesn't know shit. They just try to tell him.
He doesn't know a shit. Yeah. But he talks with the vocal coaches backstage. Say, when someone reverberates or does something like that, what is that called? And he says it during the show like he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah. He is useless, but he is the black guy. You got to give him that.
Sure, yeah, you got to give him the credit on that. But can I give a shout-out, happy birthday to Happy Typing Girl?
You sure could, man.
And a belated happy birthday to Billy Vegas. Check him out at BillyVegas.com. Francis!
BillyVegas.com. I wish my name was Billy Vegas. What about Big A Vegas? You a Vegas guy? You love to gamble?
I gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Haven't been to Vegas yet, but I want to go someday.
Where you go? Foxwoods? You like to hang in Foxwoods?
AC.
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Sometimes.
What's your
That's
casino
often.
there? Where do you hang out? Where you known? Everybody know you as soon as you come in? Big A, let me take your coat. This fucking guy rolls into town like Diamond Jim Brady shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got a fucking big roll down there, could choke a hooker, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your game of choice, Big A?
You're curious, aren't you, Fez?
Like to know.
Yeah, I bet.
So, you want some cool lessons?
Oh, yeah!
Then I would not be going to you, Big A.
Dropping the A-bomb.
Why don't we do this, Fezzy? I'll send you to cool school. You fucking take a weekend. You dress like Big A. You're already wearing your beard like him. You fucking hang out with him all weekend. Maybe on Monday you're cool.
I couldn't imagine spending the weekend with Bay. What's he going to teach me? There is no cool school there.
How about how to get a hot chick like flight benefits? Jim, you're on Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, Vegas. Out here in the mountain time zone, the good thing, well, the news is taped, but sports are live. They all finish like at 10 o'clock, so it's not like midnight for you guys and stuff like that. NFL game goes extra period, we get it, still, and it's kind of early enough, stuff like that. That's one good thing. Also, New Mexico loves Big A.
Sure it does. New Mexico, beautiful state. You ever been out there, Big A?
Actually, I haven't had a chance. But I'd love to.
I like to fucking go out to New Mexico with you, get a belly full of fucking peyote, and me and you just sit there and fucking listen to the lizards, the wisdoms of the lizards.
Okay, we can do that.
Fucking gets nuts out there, man. And the fucking sky at night, you're tripping balls. It looks like there's so many stars, they go all the way down to the ground.
Oh.
And I mean, your fucking brain just goes, I'm open now. Yeah. I'm bringing it all in. All the fucking wisdom of the ages are fucking zipping in and out. I want to be out there with Big A. You know what I want to do, Big A, too? I want to get a big fucking cowboy. I want to call you Hoss. Take you in and out a couple bars out there.
Okay.
Just have a great time.
Santa Fe.
Big A Santa Fe. Hey, John, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Last night on American Idol, when Chris was walking through the crowd, there's this guy that looked down at the floor after he passed by, looked at his ass, and looked right into the screen. And big smile on his face. And I run it like 6 or 7 times just to make sure
just
he did
jacking off, just having a time of your life. Just having a great time.
To Big Chris Sly's ass?
Gerald, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello? Did you say Gerard?
Now I will. Gerard, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? You touched upon Sinead O'Connor when she ripped up the picture on Saturday Night Live.
I did, Gerard. I mentioned that earlier.
I was wondering if you knew why she did it, because it was a big thing in Ireland on...
Something about she got touched when she was a kid, some shit, right?
I'm sorry?
Something to do with being touched as a kid, or he's not taking care of the priests that were kid touchers.
No, there was actually an 11 or 12-year-old girl that was raped by her friend's father, and she was going to England to have the abortion, and the Irish government blocked the visa for her to go to England to have the abortion because of the Catholic law and the rules of Ireland follow Catholic law, so they wouldn't let her go to England to have the abortion. So that was her protest, which was definitely over the top. But that was the reason why she tore up the picture of the Pope.
I got news for Gerard. As far as being over the top, I wouldn't give a fuck if she ripped up the Pope's hat. You know what I mean? What makes him such a big fucking deal? Why can't anyone say, you know what, I know you think it's a good idea that this little girl gives birth to her own uncle, but why not leave it up to her to see what she wants to do?
Didn't bother me. Didn't bother me one iota.
What's that? That little girl got raped by her uncle?
Oh, ripping up.
You fine with that?
Ripping up the
Because I'm not. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Ripping up the picture.
She should have brought an aborted fetus out there on stage. I think that would have got her point more across.
Well, she was pro-abortion.
And
it's the anti-abortion people who throw fetuses. What are you playing, a little Sinead?
Yeah.
I got 2 words for you on Sinead. Prince. If you're not singing the Prince song, I don't give a fuck. We need a break here. You want to throw us the break, Big A?
Yeah, you're listening to Ron and Big A show, and we'll be right back after the break.
Big A!
It's the Ron and Fez show
on XM 202.
Small upsetters.
Then anyway. Ron and Fez show. That bumper actually weirded you out, huh, Big A?
Yeah, it did. It did very much. Yeah, I did.
He came back just blaring with it. Yep. We never heard it before. We thought, is this a new tune?
It's from last year. It's a new bumper that we put in, but it's a clutch.
That's what I'm talking about. New bumper.
Yeah.
Thank you. Turn it off. Thank you. Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Tons of birthdays out there. Irish Yalki. The little happy typing girl, it's her birthday. Also, Alice Fuzzy Butt and Rosie O'Donnell, our very good friend.
Yeah, just happy birthday to everybody on the 21st of March. So many babies being born.
Actually, I got a lot of family born in March, too. It's a very weird time. It's a big birthday thing.
I think I got 4 of us in March in my family.
Who else?
I got my niece, and I got my sister-in-law, and my former brother-in-law. And myself.
Then you got 3. The former brother-in-law no longer in your family. You got somebody, Iraq?
Yes, our own Travis today is his birthday.
Wow. Bizarre. How bizarre.
Very weird.
And then the Pal Talk fucks up. We were going to have a big Pal Talk party for him.
That must have been all the birthday greetings going in. Or maybe it was just some sort of thing where Happy Typing Girl, her dishes just got too big for Pal Talk to take the picture in anymore.
So Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy?
That's the first time you guys called me. What's up?
We called you?
Jason called me from the Ron and Fez show. The boys would love to talk to you.
I had no idea who Jason is.
Oh, you.
Did somebody call Jay? Dave?
No, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, we had it was Nosferatu. I had him call him.
And why was that, Earl?
No, because we were we were talking about Fez's list.
How are you doing today, Jay?
Good. So far, we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Take care, buddy.
See you, Jay.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
There was a 12-year-old Boy Scout who was missing from his camping trip in North Carolina for 4 days. They find this kid alive 4 days later. It turns out he took off because he was homesick and did not want to go on camping trips anymore. Had just enough of camping trips. I was thinking, this is what happens when parents force their kids into something. We had talked about it last week with Dave making his kid play baseball. Here's what happens. Now the kid is so homesick, he hates camping so bad that he wants to take off in the middle of the night and try to hitchhike home.
You know, I can understand when you're little, but 12 is kind of old for that gimmick. Now, I also understand at 12 I wouldn't want to be hanging around with Boy Scouts. You a Boy Scout, Big A?
No, not at all.
No. You should be a Boy Scout leader. This is your leader, Big A.
Were you homesick as a kid? Were that kind of kid, Big A?
No, actually, I loved camping trips and I guess being away, I guess.
My dad used to take us camping all the time, like, because he was big into fishing. That was his vacation every year. And I remember I used to think, We can't get a hotel. We got to fucking sleep outside like dogs. I happen to know there's beautiful hotels not far from here. I don't know whether it was like the money gimmick or that he really liked camping, but we fucking did a lot of it.
Really? My grandfather took me camping once. Oh, I just despised it. And I don't remember, telling him I hate this specifically, but I never went again, so it must have really shined through.
Like you have a choice when you're a kid. You gotta go where they take you. No kid ever gets their fucking vacation plans. Although I guess these kids do now. But, when I was younger, people in the neighborhood couldn't believe we went anywhere. They thought it was all, hey, I heard you left the neighborhood. It's fucking amazing. What was it like? What was it like away from here?
I couldn't stand any trip where we stayed at relatives' houses. I just couldn't stand. I hated sleeping in a strange house, even if they were related.
I had cousins. I probably stayed at their house in the summer as much as my own.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it's not that I loved it. It was just wherever you crashed, you crashed. You didn't make a big deal out of it. They were like a couple of fucking, towns over. They stayed in the West End. West End of Chester, what up? We moved on to the suburban Chichester area. A place with a yard. And you didn't have to go to Catholic school. It was fantastic. Oh, yeah, you ought to move out here to Chi. There's not so much Jesus holding you back. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy. Hey, reading that story a little bit more. It's not that he hated to go camping. His best friends weren't there with him. That's why he got homesick. If his friends was there, he would have never ran off.
Yeah, when you're a kid, a week is like fucking forever. You don't understand time at all. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't think that's ever going to end. And he did tell his kid, I don't want to go down any more camping trips.
He told his kid that?
He told the kid he was staying in a tent with before he ran off in the night.
Hey, fuck you, kid. You run off in the night. It's your fault. I mean, if you're saying you wake up in the morning and you start fucking putting on a little act, call my mother, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, I understand. I can't feel sorry for you. You go running off in the dark and you know how to get back.
He thought he was going to find a road and then hitchhike back home.
Why can't you? How can you not find a fucking road? What's so difficult?
I have no idea. And I guess, I'm not a parent, and I understand great...
At least not that you know of, Fezzy.
But, and I understand, oh my God, they found my kid, it's the best thing in the world. But after that wore off, I would never quit screaming at him about taking off in the night and trying to hitchhike home.
What else is happening out there, Fez?
Britney Spears, she is out of rehab. She finished her month-long treatment, so she is loose on the world again.
I call her Britney Beers.
So I wonder how long until we have another episode.
Well, they say what her problem was? Was it drugs? Was it drinking? Give me the deets. Gotta have the deets.
You know what? I don't think they ever said what she was in rehab for, what she was addicted to, other than maybe shaving her head and acting nuts.
Oscar, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, love the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Fezzy, can you ever get a story right? The kid didn't leave in the middle of the night. He stayed after in the morning when the other kids went hiking, and he walked off in the middle of the afternoon when they all came back.
All you gotta do, kid, is walk the fucking road. It's not the 1800s.
Oh, all right, I guess I got it wrong.
Where are you getting your news from, Fezzy? Because for whatever reason, the listeners are correcting us on all the news.
Yeah, this I got from MSNBC.com. That's where I saw it.
Did you read it correctly?
Probably not.
This is why Wiki has problems with you. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies? That kid had to be the dorky guy that, just got made fun of all the time. He's just like, that's it, I'm out of here.
I'm sorry, you're 12 years old and still in Scouts, isn't everyone the dorky guy?
Absolutely.
Were you ever a Scout, any kind, big guy?
No, I was not.
I was a Cub Scout. I went to 9. At 10, they go, now you move on to Weeblos. I go, not me, motherfucker. I'm not staying in something called Weeblos. At 9, though, I did wear my uniform to school on Flag Day or something as if I was in the military. I was very happy to wear it. I don't know what the fucking day was, why this would come up, but it was wear your uniforms at school day. And I felt pretty much like a veteran of the foreign wars.
Very nice. I noticed the Boy Scouts on Roosevelt Island. They have a group there, a den or whatever you call it. And They don't even come close to any of the Boy Scout or Cub Scout uniforms that we had. It's just a black T-shirt. It's got Roosevelt Island on it, and then it's got like a tiger's paw swipe across it.
Maybe they're not Boy Scouts.
No,
maybe it's like a boys' club.
No, it says that on their T-shirts as well.
Why do I feel like this is another news story, Big A, that we're going to find out there's something else? These are kids that just like to watch Tiger games. Frank, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm down in North Carolina. We're not all rednecks, but hey,
you sound like you're fucking hipster.
The spot where this Boy Scout disappeared or was missing for the 4 days is real close to here, and it's wilderness area. I can really see where this kid would never have found a road. I'm surprised they found him alive.
Bro, he fucking came there on a bus. All you got to do is walk the way the bus came. That's all you got to do.
He's 12 years old. Is he that smart?
Any kid knows how to walk down the fucking street. You know not to start walking where there's no road. It's not that tough. You're not dropping him off somewhere and saying, find the road, but you're leaving a place on road. You should be able to walk out of fucking Alaska if that's the gimmick.
When I was a kid, I always tried to figure out where I was. If we're going someplace, just to try to memorize the way back.
Brandon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, how are you doing today?
None of your business, Brandon. What can we do for you?
I just want to know how many Boy Scouts you think you could take.
I'd probably 8 before I finally came. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Blake, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got to tell you guys that Jay Mohr's going to disappear from the show just like he did from the O&A show. He tried to extend a hand of friendship to Fez, and Fez throws it on the air, doesn't return his call, and now you guys don't even want to talk to him.
It was Earl made this a very uncomfortable day for Jay because we didn't know that we called him, and then he seemed like he had his feelings hurt. It was wrong, Earl. It was wrong for you to go in that direction and bother the man.
Yeah,
he's done so much for Fez.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I mean, the call was made an hour and a half ago, but I'll correct that mistake.
How? Quit?
I'm not going to quit. No,
Did you correct the wiki problem?
Not yet, no.
You followed me to Route 57 and trying to get invited in yesterday.
No, I did not.
You followed me right to the fucking door.
No, I didn't even have my coat on. I was just...
Yeah, you don't need a coat in there. It's a restaurant. And you're like, trust me, this one's mine. I got this one, boss. I'm on top of it. And then what happens? Do you come back here and sleep for 12 hours?
No, that didn't happen at all, but I want to make it better.
James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I have an update on the Britney Spears thing. The problems that she had, there were about 4 of them. Surprisingly enough, she was diagnosed as being bulimic. She had a...
I've seen her. She's not bulimic.
Well, okay. And then she had an ecstasy, cocaine, and Vicodin, along with binge drinking addiction.
You know, I would like to point out to you, you're not addicted to all those things. Some of them you probably could be addicted to. I don't think anyone picks up an ecstasy addiction.
That sounds like someone who's just trying to put together a laundry list so their rehab looks more sensational.
Yeah, everyone likes to brag in rehab about the amount of drugs that they're on. It's the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ, waiting on a new Paranoid song, Fezzy, that he claims he wrote while listening to the show today. So I don't even know what it's about. Do we have this yet, Dave? Do we have the Paranoid song?
Yep, Paranoid song's in, and it should be very good. It's about the slow show.
When were you going to tell me?
I brought it in, and I was going to tell you...
How long ago did you bring it in?
A few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Did you tell me?
No, I didn't tell you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Why don't you take it today? 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 Why don't you take it today?
Just like Fezzy said, it's not a title that you wanna hold. Who slows the show down? That's gonna be Ron's new thing. got his name end with E. Now who's it gonna be today? Who slowed the Ron and Fez show down today?
All right, that's from Paranoid. By the way, Paranoid's talking about putting together a tour with maybe even Bobo and Sleeves. Could be very, very exciting.
That would be awesome.
Was that a show you go to, Big A?
Yeah, of course. It sounds like a lot of fun with Paranoid.
Now I know it's cool.
And Sleeves.
Now I know it's cool. Not so much Bobo, though.
Of course, Mr. Bobo's a pal, and Bobo's. I mean, his rendition of Pope Bobo.
You love that, huh?
Was incredible.
You love that Pope
Yes.
Bobo. All right, so we said we'd give out the Speed Bump Award. Who you put up today, Fez?
I'm going to go with James Earl Ray Douglas, Black Earl.
Wow. Dave?
Oh, I'll vote for Earl as well.
Earl?
You know what? I'll make it a clean sweep. I'll vote for myself.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like you should maybe even quit?
No, I'm not going to quit.
Here's Will. Will, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just wanted to let Fezzy know that he used Jay Mohr just like Aniston did. Picture perfect.
I was very weirded out by the way Fez treated Jay Mohr today, too. It reminded me what you went through with that comic, Fez, where you talk about the guy, and then when he gets on the show, you got nothing to say to him. What was that comic's name again?
Nick Swartzen.
Thank you. You made him your new Nick Swartzen. You were saying last night you're on the phone with Nikki, you're on the phone with Jay. Then he calls you today, hey, you guys called me. You had nothing to say to him.
Yeah, I mean, that was my fault. I made an awkward situation even more awkward. I was kind of confused when he said that the show called him.
Share the speed bump?
Yeah, I'll take a share of the speed bump.
Fez just tried to throw something at Earl, and it went about 3 feet and fucking went into the ground. What was that thing you threw, Fez?
Post-it notes.
You can't.
I gotta pick up something heavier.
You can't throw paper.
Yeah.
That's the first rule of throwing things.
All right, so you're in for speed bump?
Yeah, I'll take half of the speed bump.
Dave?
If Fez is going to go in for speed bump, then so will I. Because I'm a part of Team Watley, but I don't think he should be. I think Earl should get 100% speed bump.
3 of you on the speed bumps.
Okay.
And remember, whoever gets 7 speed bumps is out.
I can't take myself out.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to take myself out then.
I didn't know
Too late. Once you're up for speed bump, that's it.
I didn't know there was a limit on speed bumping.
Or you lay down and Dave's dad runs over you in Dave's old car. I will not mind doing something like where a car runs over one of you guys.
Oh, I go for that. My brother already ran over my right foot with a van once, intentionally. Totally intentionally. He claims it wasn't, but I beat him in fast pitch, and then 2 hours later he ran over my foot, so I think I can endure the pain. I'd love to try that.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, I'd like to nominate Paranoid's last song there for the Speed Bump Award.
All right, 4 on a speed bump. 4 on a speed bump. Now, the good news is I look over here once again, Pepper Hicks finds himself, by not being nominated for the speed bump, in the catbird seat. And he's staying to the end of the show today, skipping school again. So things are starting to go his way.
That just means he's not in humanities class.
This Pepper Hicks could make it There's something about that fucking kid. I don't know what it is. Although today, I feel like it's going to be a little light, me walking home from work. That's the sad thing. I feel like I'm going to be heading home without a little something extra. I like to leave here a lucky winner every day, Big A. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I want to feel like a ninth caller. I really do. Anyone know how Soler and Alki enjoyed the basketball game last night?
They enjoyed it on television. They just couldn't make it out the last seconds.
So who'd they give their tickets to?
They had to give their tickets to people who have been caring for them, babysitting for their children, have been wheeling them around places.
The Stellar Boys?
She just said very, very good friends who have been taking care of us.
Caregivers.
Yeah, who have been doing a lot for Alki.
Oh, God bless Alki.
That was it. Because it was just in
I
the
really
end,
wanted him to go.
I know, but you know what? In the end, they just
couldn't do it.
Couldn't get a wheelchair to go up to the 400 section and everything.
Is that up high?
Yeah.
Fucking shit. We're giving out shit tickets, Earl. Give yourself a double speed bump. You tell those fucking guys if they want us to give out tickets and it's in the shit section to tell us.
All right, I'll make sure that that's taken care of.
I don't say that you don't give out shit tickets. I'm not one of those guys that act like you got to be on the floor. But we got to say, hey, we got some shit tickets for the Knicks.
Yeah, I'll get that clarified exactly where the tickets are.
You know where they are. Their fucking birds are up there. Why are you so difficult to talk to?
I'm not.
Why won't you just fucking spit it out like we're having a conversation?
No, you're absolutely right. I'll clarify that. I'll make sure that's clear what type of tickets we're going to be giving away.
David, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, I think the speed bump should be called the Black Earl Award.
We don't know that yet. Right now, there's 3 on an award. One, Earl this is what kills me. Earl puts himself in, then Fez puts himself in, then Dave fucking throws himself in too.
I was doing it just to, I don't want my Fez to be on the speed bump by himself. We're having Team Watley Day, and I felt like I got a sacrifice.
And I felt bad that I couldn't jump in and clean up an Earl mess right away.
It's your friend, Jay Mohr, who calls your home. It's not a mess, it's fucking Jay.
I know, but Earl causes uncomfortability.
What is uncomfortable about Jay calls? He calls them fucking sometimes 3-4 times a day.
Because Earl doesn't even tell anyone, oh, we've got to call into Jay Mohr. At least, doesn't even ask, should I call Jay Mohr? Just leaves everyone hanging when he's on the air.
Hanging how?
In uncomfortability, where Jay goes, what did you want? You called?
Hey, Solera. Solera, you're on Ron and Fez.
I'm just calling to thank you very much for the tickets. They were not shit tickets. They were just very inconvenient for someone in a wheelchair.
They were shit tickets, Solera. We owe you.
I am not going to disparage a gift.
No.
We were very happy to get them.
No,
it was his birthday.
We've got to make this up to you. We do.
We feel awful now because I told this to Dave privately on the phone.
I know. We're having a problem with Dave brings up Pitz's private moments. Fez brings up Wiki's private moments. And Earl shows his privates on the air.
Kept the impression that you had that we had gone out and had a great time. Because that's all you really needed to know.
First of all, you went and did your hair up nice. You were wearing your little shorts. And I felt like... now we owe you. Let's do something nice.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up. I mean, in the end, it was just too technically impoessible for them to go.
Because they were shit tickets.
Yeah, so, no, I'm sticking up for you guys. I mean, I want you guys to have a nice birthday.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he didn't need a wheelchair and I didn't need to wear 4-inch heels, we could definitely have gone up there and had a great time. It was just, me carrying a wheelchair, putting it in the car, getting parking, finding a babysitter.
I mean, the parking and everything.
Do we have anything outside Yankee Stadium for opening day?
I could stand.
Why are you mad at Earl?
I'm mad at Earl because this is the second time in 2 days he's done something like this to me.
What was the other thing?
The Wiki situation.
What? How did he do the Wiki situation?
Because when I talked to Wiki, leaving the Free FM show on Monday, I said I would talk to Wiki. Right?
Yeah.
I get home from Free FM, and I got a call saying, I just talked to Wiki. And he's really upset. So instead of letting me do what I was going to do, again, he jumps on a phone and makes everything so much more awkward.
Huh?
He makes everything so much harder and so much more awkward.
It's Wiki and Jay. These are your two buddies. You know them both. They're not weird and awkward. They're your pals. You're fine with them. You're fine with them.
I understand. But it's zero.
What if I said
it just makes it even more difficult. It makes it harder, especially the first time when I said I will handle this, and he butted in.
Solera.
Yeah.
Let me think of something we can do for you and Alki. Where can he go? What does he like? Like maybe a nice restaurant? Is it able to come into the city?
I think I might have an idea.
What's that? Write it down for me.
Can I say that's okay?
Yeah, write it down. What is it going to be? Drive to fucking North Carolina with you?
No.
Because that's not a good idea.
This is what they're going to like.
Build a fence with
trust
Casey.
me.
Yeah.
Alky's going to love this. And there's wheelchair access and stuff.
He's always in a wheelchair now, huh?
Well,
God bless that
he
man's
has the
soul.
walker and the cane, but just for the walk to Madison Square Garden isn't short. You're walking two avenues,
Is this something he likes?
Yeah, and it's easy access to their house.
What is it?
Is it something he likes?
Absolutely.
You swear?
Spoken to him about this.
Why would anybody like it?
He's done this
All right,
before.
I like it too.
Let us work on this, all right, Solera? We want to get you. We want to do something nice for you and Alki.
Okay, it's all.
Here's what you don't understand. All right, because over the years, yes, we sit around and say nice things about you. But then, when Alki got sick, we realized how much we love Alki. And up to this point, we were just jealous of him and thinking that he lucked out. But now, since he got sick, we went, wait a minute, we love him.
Mm-hmm.
We never
love
knew.
Alki. Yeah, we didn't know it.
We had no idea.
And then you saw me yesterday at home in my rollers and realized he didn't really luck out at all.
Yeah, I saw you wearing hula hoops in your hair, and I got to tell you the truth. I don't know if you. It takes a lot of work for you before you come out, doesn't it?
No, not really. I do that once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Once a week. I do all the.
That's
all the
off-cam
work
stuff,
up front.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like off cam, whatever. Like I'm impressing anyone on cam with my huge nose. I want to look like Edith Bunker when I'm home.
You go and do whatever you want.
That's what I go for.
All right, let us work on something because we want to take care of you guys. All right.
Well, thank you very much. You don't have to. Again, we really appreciated the tickets, and
tickets.
if it were different circles,
Call them what they were.
You know what? Shit tickets are great for us.
Did you give them to the Basement Boys?
No, we gave them to our friend Country. Who's just really who's helped us move like 3 times. He's had a TV fall on his hand.
Yeah, and when you guys move, it's the last moment. It's fucking.
Yeah.
We're moving out now.
We gotta get it.
Yeah, they move out like the feds are chasing them.
All right.
All right, Solera.
Thanks a lot.
Best
Bye.
ass in the business. There she goes. What an ass that girl has, huh? It's something, isn't it, Big A?
Yes, it is.
Do you like to sleep on it? Just cuddle up, sleep on it?
Sleep on what?
Her ass.
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to Solera.
True. Well, you want to sleep on Alki's ass?
No.
All right, now you disrespect. Oh, Frenchie. French, how are you, honey?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey Big A, how are you?
Hi, Frenchie. How you doing?
I'm alright. Excuse my voice. I have a slight case of laryngitis.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to give you some advice about Solera and Alki. What they need is a wheelchair van, which they don't have access to. So in order to take them out, you guys would need to rent like a wheelchair accessible van to take them somewhere. And I know they like to have a good, Spanish meal, a good Dominican meal, just a good dinner, friends, good wine.
See, Alki has Spanish food every night, though. He doesn't.
You're not going for that, then.
He needs the night off.
Food, just a good night out where they can be around their friends. They need to have a babysitter set up where they don't have to worry about.
I'll do that part.
This is starting to run a little more expensive. I thought we were just going to give them some nice tickets.
Yeah,
nice night out.
What they need is they need to have the kids taken care of where they don't have to worry about picking them up on the way home.
Jesus, Solera, you're pushing things.
They need to have a place to put Alki in the car.
Yeah,
and then just
this
a wheelchair
is extreme
accessible
makeover
restaurant.
now.
No, it wouldn't be too expensive. It would just be the planning of it. And if you guys needed help planning anything, I'd be more than happy to jump in and help because they deserve anything.
You're very nice, Frenchie.
So I just wanted to let you guys know.
Okay.
'Cause I've talked to them about it before taking them out.
All right.
So, all right.
Okay.
Love you guys. See ya.
Bye-bye. Wow, this is going to set us back a ways. This is going to set us back a ways.
This was a little more than I was thinking of.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fez should get to slap Earl in the face. Obey Fez!
That's right.
Thank you, Eric. I'm not going to slap Earl in the face.
You already thrown some Post-it notes 3 feet.
You could slap me in the face if you want to get some anger out.
Go ahead, slap.
Because I will know that you're not actually
Paintbrush the motherfucker.
disliking
I'm
it.
not going to slap Dave in the face. That's ridiculous.
That takes to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Slap him in his face. He's an innocent man.
Plus, I know
slap him hard.
Right. I know you don't actually hate me, but it'll still get the physical anger out.
Is that what you need, Fez?
Yeah.
No, because then his pale skin will show the mark all day long, and it'll just be a reminder.
What happened that Earl did so bad? He called Jay Mohr?
That was today's. Yes.
Now, why did that make you upset?
Because, first of all, there's no reason to bother Jay Mohr. He'll call on his own. I think that's fairly evident.
Wow.
You know, that's not a bad thing. And then, keep it to himself. Not tell anyone he's got to call into Jay Mohr. So that when we get him live on the air, it's uncomfortable.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think Fezzi will get rid of all of his troubles if he buys Solera and Elke a van.
Now, if you buy them a van, Fezzi, can Dave use it this weekend to drive down to North Carolina?
No, he cannot borrow the handicap van.
Here's what we got to do. I guess we got to get them a handicap van. Then we got to get them babysitters.
Right.
And what else are we going to do?
And then a night out with their friends?
Yeah.
Is what she said? I don't even know what...
I guess that's Frenchie and Chris.
Yeah, and I heard red wine mentioned.
Right. Something about Spanish food. Thought that was a little overkill, being that Solera cooks it every single night.
We need to fly them to Spain.
How would you like to be sitting there on your birthday with your yellow flowers, your balloons, your hats? How would you like to be that popular? I've never had that opportunity. I don't know what that's like.
It just sounds so sunny.
Yeah.
Lots of yellow and
You know what my birthday always is?
No.
Me, a bindle, and my problems. That's my birthday.
That's no way to celebrate.
Oh, it is.
That's not
great.
It doesn't seem
It is. It's fantastic.
Doesn't seem as cheery, though.
Yellow flowers is very romantic, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder who that's from.
I don't know. Pitsy, maybe?
Pitsy.
Could be.
All right, what did you do? Oh, no, fucking cake. A cake. Guess who's going to eat a whole cake by yourself?
Into the feeding tube.
Yeah. An entire cake.
Where did the cake come from?
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have to go see if I can rent a plane, a private jet, for fucking Alki and Solera. I guess to go back to the Dominican.
Can they drop me off in Carolina if they have a private jet?
You know, it's one thing, Solera, you don't want our shitty Knicks tickets. I understand. But you're going too far now. Now you're asking for all kinds of things. We tried to do something nice. We rigged the contest.
Fuck them.
We could be fired for it. Fuck them on Alki's birthday.
Aw. But if you look at the face value on the tickets compared to vans and dinners and red wine...
Look at all the candles on that cake. Frightening.
Yeah.
That's a frightening amount of candles.
Well,
that's a forest.
Smoke detector getting ready to go off.
She's mature.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, big guy, who do you want to plug?
Actually, a friend of mine is having a birthday in Boston on March 31st. His name is Rascal Bowling Party and the bar to call. The bowling is at Kings Back Bay in Boston, Mass. On March 31st, and I'll be in Boston. I'll be in attendance.
Oh, that sounds a lot of fun.
So Big A appearing in Boston on the 31st.
All right, happy birthday to you. What a day this is, a day of birthdays. We'll pick this up in a couple hours over Free FM. Real slow walkover now, Fez.
Very slow.
Speed Bump Award picked up by 3 today. Shocking. I thought Earl had it all on his
4.
own.
Perry's song.
That's never happened. A 4-way tie in the Speed Bump Award?
That beats the Jeopardy thing.
Happy birthday.
Everyone.
I gotta go cash an IRA now so I can make this up to Solera. It's crazy.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.